राजस्थान से।
राजस्थान से आए हैं। आज यहाँ पर क्यों आए हैं?
आज यहाँ पर एक कांग्रेस में जश्न का माहौल है। कांग्रेस को चुना हुआ राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष मिलने वाला है।
खड़गे जी के सपोर्टर हैं।
खड़गे जी अध्यक्ष बनने वाले हैं और इससे बड़ी कोई खुशी नहीं लोकतांत्रिक प्रक्रिया से अध्यक्ष।
I want to over to Supriya. Well, Preeti, if there's Dhol Nagara outside the Congress headquarters, then inside, in the rooms where the senior leaders are present, there is sweets being distributed, the Kaju Katlis are being distributed. Here is the Karnataka gang, if we can say. Mr. Dinesh Gundu Rao as well as other senior leaders of the Karnataka Congress are present here. Mr. Gundu Rao, यहाँ पे आप लोग you are celebrating at the moment. Mr. Kharge is almost see here that barfis are being distributed. The Karyakartas and the Netas are present. If outside the Dhol Nagara is being we can hear the sounds and Karyakartas are dancing. On the other hand, there is this sweets which are being distributed over here. Mr. Gundu Rao, first and foremost, your thoughts. Mr. Kharge has crossed the mark, the victory mark, if we can say. It was a battle well fought by Mr. Tharoor also. What's your take?
No, it's a great day for Karnataka and it's a historic day for Congress. Free and fair and transparent election process has taken place. Results are yet to be announced officially, but we have got information that Mr. Kharge Saab is leading by a very huge margin. But ultimately, it is a well-fought election. Both the candidates, Mr. Kharge Saab and Mr. Shashi Tharoor, fought the election well. All the voters came out in large numbers, and I think it's a great day for Congress. And whoever now becomes the president, and we assume and we know that it will be Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, I'm sure under his leadership, the Congress will go from strength to strength.
Also, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who is in Andhra Pradesh, he has just, the Bharat Jodo Yatra has just entered Andhra Pradesh. He has also said that when a question was put to him that whether you will be also following this instruction, he said obviously, because in the Congress party, Congress president is the ultimate authority, the supreme authority. To you, the tempo is building up, understandably so. All cameras right now and the dhols that are beating at the Congress headquarters. But I believe, Supriya, and I'm going to come right back, we're going to quickly touch base with Akshay Dongre, my colleague who's joining us right outside. Oh Lord, suddenly the drums have stopped and I feel I'm screaming. All right, so I'm going to cut across to my colleague Akshay, who's joining us outside Mr. Kharge's residence. He's clearly now the president Congress-elect, and the CWC members would be all going there at 2 p.m. Once again, viewers, we're going to keep a keen eye on the number of votes that Shashi Tharoor has got. Is it going to be what happened 24 years ago, where with less than 100 votes, Jitendra Prasad had called this election a farce? But over to you, Akshay, what are you witnessing?
Well, celebrations at the residence of Mr. Kharge as well. Now, this, it seems, will be the power center. This residence will be the power center of the Congress party. Now, the future will only tell us that what exactly happens in the Congress party under the leadership of Mr. Kharge.
I have with me Mr. Pramod Tamari from the Congress party. Sir, congratulations are in order.
Thank you. सारे डेलीगेट्स को बधाई। 7897 वोट पाके खड़गे साहब जीते हैं।
जीत गए हैं। सर, कितनी वोटों से खड़गे साहब जीते हैं?
More than 6,800.
All right, viewers, Pramod Tiwari from the Congress has said that Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge has won this election with over 6,500 votes. So it seems, at least he's saying, so at least 6,500 votes, and that's the biggest news break that we are getting in. Mr. Tiwari just came and announced, saying that over 6,500 votes, Mallikarjun Kharge has won this election. Abhi,
देखिए 7897 वोट पाके खड़गे साहब निर्णायक विजय प्राप्त कर चुके हैं। उनको 1000 के आसपास वोट मिला है।
Tharoor साहब को
8 गुना वोट हमें ज्यादा मिला।
1,000 votes for Mr. Tharoor, sir.
हमें 8 गुना ज़्यादा वोट मिला है।
8 गुना ज़्यादा आपको वोट मिला। आपको लगता? All right, so that's the latest news break that we are getting in. Pramod Tiwari from the Congress coming out and telling us, first viewers, that Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge has won this election. He's been one of the backers, one of the proposers of Mr. Kharge. He's won this election with over 6,500 votes. He says that Shashi Tharoor has gotten just about 1,000 votes till now, and which is that they have won this election with over 8,000 votes, is what Pramod Tiwari has just come out and told us, viewers. That's the big news break that we are getting in right now. Mallikarjun Kharge, as per now an official confirmation coming in from Mr. Pramod Tiwari, first on India Today and Aaj Tak, that Mallikarjun Kharge has won this election with 8 times the number of votes of Shashi Tharoor. Mr. Tiwari said that Mr. Tharoor has got less than 1,000 votes. One can well imagine right now what this election really was. But I can barely hear anyone right now, but I want to cut across to Supriya, who's right now inside the counting area. Supriya, Pramod Tiwari has come out and broken the news from the Congress that Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge has more than comfortably, by a margin of over 6,500 votes, won this election.
Supriya Bharadwaj for India Today in Delhi.
All right, okay, I'm going to cut across to Supriya in a short while from now, viewers. But let's go now to the President-elect, Mallikarjun Kharge's residence. Shashi Tharoor has conceded defeat. Mallikarjun Kharge has won this election, and let's get you. Mallikarjun Kharge has won this election by a margin of 7,897 votes. Mr. Tharoor has got 1,072 votes, while 416 votes were invalid. Total delegates polled were 9,385 delegates. Cutting across right now to Akshay Dongre's residence, who's joining me right now from Mr. Kharge's residence. I'm going to cut across to Akshay Dongre. Akshay, over to you. Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge has swept this election, as was anticipated, by over 8 times defeating Mr. Tharoor.
Well, absolutely. In fact, right now I'm outside the residence of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, and as you can see, people have already, since morning, people were coming here to see the result. In fact, outside the residence as well, the security has been beefed up even before the official announcement. These banners, these posters were put up by the supporters and workers of the Congress party, especially the Congress workers from Karnataka, from the hometown of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, have been coming here since
Akshay, stay with me. You know, I'm going to come right back to you. The action is now going to shift to where my colleague Akshay is, and I'm sorry I'm cutting it. But the reason I'm doing so, Akshay, is I want to cut across to Supriya, who's right now getting in all the important reactions. We just heard Mr. Pramod Tiwari, one of the proposers, backers of Mr. Kharge, coming out first, announcing the result on India Today. But over to you, Supriya.
Dhol Nagaras and the sweets are being distributed. This is the team Karnataka. Mr. G. Parmeshwar, Mr. Dinesh Gundu Rao, along the senior leaders of the Congress party are now heading towards Mr. Kharge's residence. Right, Mr. Gundu Rao?
Yes. We're going to go to his residence.
You are going to his residence?
Yes, that's right.
I would like to ask Mr. Parmeshwar and both Mr. Gundu Rao were distributing sweets in the Congress headquarters, and their smile says everything. Historic moment. Mr. Kharge has won the election. What do you have to say, Mr. Parmeshwar?
See, Kharge ji is such a senior leader. It is one of the happiest moments for Karnataka and of course for the Indian National Congress. Once again, Indian National Congress has proved that it has the internal democracy in its organization structure. And we are very happy that, of course, from Karnataka, obviously.
You have planned a grand celebration also in Karnataka?
Of course, we are going to do it. Of course, we are going to celebrate this success story. And
Gundurao, bouquet is also there, dole is there, mithai is being celebrated. How do you see this moment, sir?
No, it's like I said, it's a great moment for all of us because our very own leader, Mallikarjun Kharge Saab, is now becoming the Congress president. So it's an historic day for the party, for the state, for all of us. We are very happy and we are very confident that under his astute
Okay, so my colleague Supriya right now, because I'll tell you exactly how it's panning out. I'll ask my camera person Ashok Bhanot to actually show you. I'm right now outside the Congress headquarters, a massive melee, huge media contingent. Some of the cadres are coming in, the drums are deafening. Inside is my colleague Supriya, inside where the counting was taking place, where all the senior members of the Congress are. Some of them right now coming out. I can actually see Gaurav Gogoi and the other members of the Congress. Congratulations coming in for Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. And well, he is going to be the new party president. Interesting that other than just conceding defeat, what will Mr. Shashi Tharoor say? His team this morning had asked that the UP votes be not counted as there was grave malpractice as per what was alleged by team Shashi Tharoor. However, those votes were counted. And when you look at it, the Congress Electoral College, the breakup of that, 80% of the votes really nearly come from Uttar Pradesh. But now, that's all in the past. The focus will be on Mr. Tharoor. He's been very graceful till now in terms of conceding defeat. Is he going to come out and openly make allegations against the process? He's fared better than the last person who faced off 24 years ago against Miss Sonia Gandhi. In terms of getting less than 100 votes. He's got just over 1,000 votes. Mr. Kharge has won with a thumping margin of over 8,000 votes against Mr. Tharoor. I'll just give you the figures again, viewers. But the question now, Mr. Kharge has won with a margin of 7,897 votes, just about the 8,000 mark. Mr. Tharoor has polled 1,072. 416 have been invalid. Total delegates that have polled has been 9,385. Comfortable, more than comfortable, as expected win for Mr. Kharge. The spotlight right now on two things, viewers, I would reckon. Number one, on Mr. Shashi Tharoor. How will he now take the huge defeat that has been meted out to him? He's already called out the electoral process through his team. He's said this earlier, that this wasn't a level playing field. Number two, Mr. Kharge, now a non-Gandhi in over 2 decades, is taking charge, even though favored by the Gandhi, the proverbial unofficial official candidate. How does he take on the party charge? I believe there are going to be huge changes within the Congress. What's he going to do? I believe there are going to be huge changes within the Congress. What's he going to do? Till now, the Gandhis have not held CWC elections. Supriya's right now right here with me. Supriya, I believe huge changes are in order, at least with what we are getting to understand. Till now, the Gandhis had not held CWC elections. Will that also happen right now with Mr. Kharge coming in?
Will, in last time also, the elections for the entire process used to take place, including the CWC members also. But what has happened is that every time, as Mr. Gundurao was saying, that a new president comes, he brings in a new team.
What are the changes going to be? I'm going to come right back to you. Let's listen in to Rahul Gandhi, who says he will report to the new president.
There's a new president that's going to be elected this evening. What will your role be in the party?
That's for the new president to decide.
So will you be reporting to the new president?
Obviously. The Congress president is the supreme authority in the Congress party. And every Congress member reports to that person.
All right, so viewers, that was Rahul Gandhi there saying he's going to report to the new president. Well, that is Mr. Kharge. If anything to go by, viewers, the day before the polling was to take place, the person who walked alongside Mr. Gandhi was Mr. Kharge. So messaging has been strong right from the word go. The drums haven't stopped beating though. But I was going to cut across to Supriya, who's now joining me right outside the Congress headquarters, is what are the changes that are going to take place? Because a lot has been promised, by Mr. Rahul Gandhi, by Ms. Sonia Gandhi. Shashi Tharoor had said, if you want things to remain the same, then vote for Mr. Kharge. If you want...
जो वस्तुतः वोटर थे, उन सारे वोटर और मतदाताओं को मैं बहुत बहुत बधाई देना चाहूंगा कि कांग्रेस के अंदर एक बहुत सुंदर एक जनतांत्रिक प्रक्रिया की मिसाल हम लोगों ने पेश की है और ये मिसाल अब बाकी पॉलिटिकल पार्टियों के सामने एक चुनौती बन करके उभर करके आता है। उन पार्टियों को भी अगर डेमोक्रेटिक प्रोसेस का एक मिसाल पेश करना है तो उनको भी अपने अध्यक्ष का चुनाव कराना चाहिए।
शशि थरूर ने आरोप लगाया कि चुनाव में गड़बड़ी हुई है।
मुझे नहीं लगता, मैं स्वयं पंजाब में पीआरओ करके था, वहां पर मैंने चुनाव कराया है, बहुत ज्यादा ऐसी कोई गड़बड़ी वगैरह नहीं हुई है। कुछ लोगों ने अगर कुछ वोट आगे पीछे हो गए होंगे तो निश्चित तौर पर अथॉरिटी की जिम्मेदारी है कि उस पूरे प्रकरण की जांच करे। लेकिन शशि थरूर से मैं निवेदन करूंगा कि आपने एक बहुत अच्छी लड़ाई लड़ी और बहुत अच्छा चुनाव लड़े और आपने अब चुनाव हारने के बाद एक 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 मतलब अंगूर खट्टे मत करिए, अब इसको स्वीकार करिए। आपके परिवार के अंदर का चुनाव था, इसको सहर्ष बड़े दिल से स्वीकार करिए।
काफी देर आप बैठकर आए हैं, खड़गे साहब अब क्या कह रहे हैं अपने फ्यूचर प्लान को लेकर, कांग्रेस पार्टी को लेकर?
अभी तो आने वाले दिनों में सीडब्ल्यूसी की मीटिंग होगी और सीडब्ल्यूसी की मीटिंग के बाद जो इनको एक चार्ज दिया जाता है, फिर चुनाव जीतने का जो एक सर्टिफिकेट दिया जाता है, वो सब प्रक्रिया होगी। उसके बाद बहुत जल्दी AICC का एक अधिवेशन होगा जिसमें AICC के जो सभी नए सदस्य चुने जाएंगे वो सदस्य मिलकर के अध्यक्षीय भाषण सुनेंगे और अध्यक्ष आने वाले दिनों में पार्टी का आगे का कार्यक्रम क्या होगा उसके ऊपर अपना दिशा निर्देश देंगे और अपने सारे नीति निर्धारण के कार्यक्रम देंगे।
तो कांग्रेस पार्टी मजबूत होगी?
बिल्कुल होगी, बिल्कुल होगी। ये जो बार बार लोग कहते थे कि कांग्रेस पार्टी में कोई डेमोक्रेसी नहीं है, कांग्रेस पार्टी में जो कोई किसी की सुनता नहीं है, आज मुझे लगता है कि उन सबके मुंह पे जोरदार तमाचा लगा है।
सर, अध्यक्ष के सामने कुछ बड़े सवाल हैं, जैसे राजस्थान है, छत्तीसगढ़ है, CWC नए तरीके से फॉर्म करने की बात हो, ये सारी जिम्मेदारी खड़गे।
देखिए, हर संगठन में जब कोई व्यक्ति अध्यक्ष बनता है या प्रमुख बनता है तो संगठन के अंदर के बहुत सारे सवाल होते हैं, उन सवालों का जवाब उस अध्यक्ष को ढूंढना ही पड़ता है। तो आने वाले दिनों में हमारे खड़गे जी एक अनुभवी व्यक्ति है, निश्चित तौर पर ये जो आप सवाल या चुनौतियां बता रहे हैं उसका जवाब ढूंढेंगे और उसका हल निकाल करके देंगे और आप सबको बड़ा आनंद होगा।
ये संजय
अब मैं
All right, viewers, in midst of all the drums rolling and the drums beating, Team Tharoor has now reacted. Karti Chidambaram has gone ahead and said he had earlier tweeted the hashtag ThinkTomorrowThinkTharoor. He's just tweeted with the figure, the number that Mr. Tharoor has got this time around in terms of the polling, 1072 with a smiley is what Mr. Karti Chidambaram has said. Mr. Salman Sos, who wrote that letter to Madhusudan Mistry, had now just tweeted saying congratulations to Mr. Kharge ji on his election as the next president of INC. It is a well-deserved victory and I wish him all the best in strengthening our party to make it the party of choice for the people of India. Let's cut across right now while we continue to get reactions. Over to my colleague.
President is coming. Delhi President. Delhi President Anil Joshi baat kar. Delhi President Anil
Joshi. Let's try and get in as many reactions. Somebody who's risen from the Youth Congress, the Delhi President, Anil Chaudhary is here. What does the youth think about what has really gone down? We're going to try and get in a word from him. But right now you can well understand the melee that is taking place. Firecrackers right now. They're banned clearly, but not at the Congress office. Firecrackers banned, but not here at the Congress office. Celebrations galore. viewers, I believe we have Mr. D.K. Shivkumar on the phone line with us. Mr. I believe we have Mr. D.K. Shivkumar on the phone line with us. Mr. Shivkumar, the headquarters of the Congress right now replete with the beating of drums. Are you happy that Mr. Kharge has won, sir, with a thumping margin?
Yes, definitely. He's a very senior leader of Karnataka who has a record of 50 years of legislative experience. He has a record of 50 years of legislative experience and the most loyal party leader. He is a leader with big loyalty. So his loyalty has paid him royalty. I think...
but Mr. Shivkumar, sir, you say loyalty is number one here. But, you know, Mr. Tharoor's team, since the course of the morning, has made very grave charges, sir, at the electoral process, especially the votes coming in from Uttar Pradesh. Sir, you and I both know 80% nearly of the votes come in from UP where the electoral Congress of the Congress, College of the Congress is concerned.
Oh, I can't hear you properly. Can you repeat again?
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sir, very grave allegations have been made by Mr. Tharoor's team, which has gone ahead and said that there's been malpractice, especially in the votes coming in from UP, Telangana, sir.
How can there be a malpractice? How can there be a malpractice? So such a transparent election has been conducted. There is no malpractice.
Sir, do you see how sweeping changes, I can barely hear you, sir, but do you see how sweeping changes take place in the Congress as envisioned and on what this election was to be held on?
Hello?
Sir, do you envision sweeping changes take place in Congress as envisioned by the...
No, Congress, see, whatever the allegation Mr. Shashi Tharoor is making is not right. It is a democratic setup has been done. For the first time, a senior leader with big experience has been done. We all are welcoming him. We hope that the Congress party will make her much more stronger.
Sir, Mr. Tharoor had said that if you want things to remain the same, vote for Mr. Kharge. If you want a change, vote for me. Do you see changes take place in the Congress right now, or do you see the same way things go on?
So whatever Tharoor is telling is out of the contest. I don't want to comment on him. That he will do his job. I think we should accept the result with all humility.
No, sir, he's conceded defeat. He's congratulated Mr. Kharge. But I want to ask you, the main purpose of this election was to bring changes which Congress party so needs. Do we now see maybe elections in the CWC, something which the Gandhis never did? How do you see the party change under the leadership of Mr. Kharge?
No, let me not comment much on this big news now. We'll have a separate detailed intro later. I'll give my comment. Huh? Okay.
All right, sir. All right. Mr. D.K. Shivkumar speaking to India today. I could actually barely hear him. But lots of questions that the Congress will need to answer. There will be reservations which will be raised, especially in the manner in which the entire electoral elections did take place. Primarily, if you look at it, viewers, objections were raised by Mr. Salman Soz in a letter to Mr. Madhusudan Mistry, where he said, especially from the state of Uttar Pradesh, there have been grave malpractices. However, the net result right now is clear. Mr. Kharge has won by a whopping majority of over 8,000 votes. I want to quickly try and get in as many reactions in midst of chants of Rahul. So leaders now dancing, local Delhi leaders.
देखिए, खड़गे साहब बहुत ही अनुभवी व्यक्ति हैं, एक लंबे समय से राजनीति में हैं, कांग्रेस पार्टी में हैं, कांग्रेस के बहुत सारे महत्वपूर्ण पदों पर रहे हैं। तो उनके जैसे कम लोग होंगे कांग्रेस पार्टी में इतने अनुभवी, जिनको हर प्रकार का अनुभव हो संगठन का। तो अगर परिणाम उनके पक्ष में आता है तो मैं समझता हूं कि वो एक अच्छे अध्यक्ष साबित होंगे, इससे कोई शक नहीं।
Right after that, let's cut across to all the celebrations that are taking place at Mr. Kharge's residence. The latest that is taking place at Mr. Kharge's residence.
Of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, Sachin Pilot has just gone inside along with other senior leaders now. Initially, the celebrations did not start, at least till the time the results were not officially announced. Mr. Kharge and the members who were coming here to meet him did not celebrate in any way, but now that the results are out, the leaders have also started to celebrate now outside the residence. You can see a lot of party workers not just celebrating but dancing as well. There are dhols that have been brought here now. So clearly the Congress leaders are now celebrating the victory of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, and this is the residence of Mr. Kharge, now the new power center for the Congress party here. As far as the National Congress is concerned, you can see all of these leaders are now dancing on the road to try and get in a word from these people as well and try to understand that what exactly is the sentiment as far as the workers are concerned. कहाँ से आए आप?
गुलबर्गा से।
गुलबर्गा से आए। क्या कितना खुशी है लोगों के मन में?
बहुत खुशी है लोगों के मन में। इतना है, एक बड़ा एक संभ्रम हो गया, मन में एक ईद हो गया हमारे गुलबर्गा के लोगों के लिए।
अच्छा, खुश है आप?
बहुत खुश है।
क्या लगता है क्या बदलाव की जरूरत?
बहुत बदलाव आते हैं अगले आने वाले दिनों में। कर्नाटक में कांग्रेस की ही सरकार बनेगी।
देश की बात की
देश में खड़गे साहब के नेतृत्व में देश में भी कांग्रेस सरकार बनेगी और कांग्रेस पार्टी बहुत मजबूत बनेगी।
आप कहाँ से आए सर?
हम गुलबर्गा
से लोग डांस कर रहे हैं गुलबर्गा। हम यहाँ पर गुलबर्गा से स्पेशली
9 बार एमएलए हो गए, 2 बार एमपी हो गए, 1 बार राज्यसभा मेंबर हो गए, लोकसभा विरोध पक्ष नायक, राज्यसभा विरोध पक्ष नायक है। बहुत बड़ा लीडर है। बहुत हमारा हैदराबाद कर्नाटक में बहुत काम करे। 371 से मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे साहब लोकसभा में मिनिस्टर, रेलवे मिनिस्टर हो गए जब बने, बहुत काम कर रहे हैं।
All right. So you can see now celebrations and here Mysore Vada is also being distributed, sir. Mysore Vada you are distributing. Mr. Kharge is from Karnataka as well. What is the message that you want to send
to a man who seems?
अभी भारत देश में सिही बटेगी और स्वीट बटेगी, क्योंकि मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे ने AICC का अध्यक्ष बन गए साहब, और अभी ये सब खुशी का माहौल है, इसलिए हम खुशी।
आप कहाँ के रहने वाले?
मैं गुलबर्गा, मैं खड़गे साहब का। हाँ,
बहुत खुशी है सर गुलबर्ग में। आप कहाँ के रहने वाले?
मैं गुलवाड़ डिस्ट्रिक्ट जो 1972 में फर्स्ट टाइम जीते खड़गे साहब, वहाँ से आ चुका हूँ मैं। मेरा नाम
कितनी खुशी है लोगों के मन में यहाँ पे कांग्रेस
भरपूर
क्या सेंटिमेंट है कांग्रेस में?
भरपूर खुशियाँ उभर रही है और जोड़ो यात्रा चल रहा है। सोने पे सुहागा है कांग्रेस पार्टी के लिए खड़गे साहब AICC बनाने का।
Sentiment is very clear. The Congress workers are celebrating. There is a lot of happiness among the workers now. Finally, that one thing is clear, that the Congress party again have a leader now, and especially you see, since he is from Karnataka, most of the supporters have travelled from Karnataka, from Gulbarga, from different areas of Karnataka to come and in person celebrate and congratulate Mr. Kharge. So this is the victory sign that the Congress workers here are showing. But clearly a joyous occasion for the Congress party. 7,900 वोट के करीब से खड़गे साहब जीते हैं। क्या इसी की उम्मीद थी आप लोगों को?
इससे भी ज़्यादा की थी हमें उम्मीद, क्योंकि हमारे जो लीडर हैं मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे साहब बहुत सीनियर लीडर और बहुत ज़्यादा डेवलपमेंट माइंड रखते हैं और हर कास्ट और कॉम्बिनेशन को लेके चलते हैं, सारी कौम और मिल्लत को लेके चलते हैं हमारे मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे साहब। इसीलिए लोगों ने भी उन्हें
बड़े साहब से बैठ लो सर। क्या सेंटीमेंट है अभी कांग्रेस वर्कर्स में? व्हाट डू यू थिंक इज द सेंटीमेंट? हाउ आर यू ऑल फीलिंग?
The party is going to be strengthened.
Once again, like I pointed out earlier, Mr. Tharoor, at least on the face of it, seems to be rather gracious. He's saying that he's going to go and meet the new party president. That means he's also going to go to Mr. Kharge's house. Listen in.
I'm on my way to congratulate our new president. Okay. Let me go and meet him and then we'll talk. Come, thank you. Thanks. I'm going to Mr. Kharge's. I'm on my way to congratulate our new president. Okay. Let me go and meet him and then we'll talk. Come, thank you. Thanks. I'm going to Mr. Kharge's. I'm on my way to congratulate our new president. Okay. Let me go and meet him and then we'll talk. Come, thank you. Thanks. I'm going to Mr. Kharge's.
Let's now listen in to a report that was filed by my colleague Supriya a short while back. Supriya just filed that report. We're going to just play it out. Play.
Has a new president. It's Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, and here the celebration has broken. You can see that sweets are being distributed. There's Dol Nagara, and at the same time also the firecrackers. Well, the Congress leaders as well as Karyakartas are holding the posters, banners of Mr. Kharge. The gentleman has come from Rajasthan. You can see that there's Dol Nagara being over here. The celebration mood is there. The doors are being there. There's the firecrackers which are being bursted over here in AICC headquarters, and the sweets are being distributed. This is AICC headquarters, where just now the information has come that Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge has won the election. He has got more than 8,000 votes. Mr. Tariq Anwar, along with all the senior leaders, are heading. Are you going towards Mr. Kharge's residence?
Mallikarjun Kharge house. We are going. We are greeted him. We are going to greet him. So all the senior leaders, the General Secretary, AICC.
That the leaders are leaving from here, from AICC headquarters, and heading towards Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge's residence. Well, over here you can see the mood, the Congress Neta and Karyakarta. The leaders are now going from here. There the team, Kharge is coming out. There's Nasir Hussain as well as the other leaders who are the polling agents. This is Mr. Dinesh Gundu Rao, along with the Karnataka leaders who are heading towards Mr. Kharge's residence. They have already said, and we'll try to get in a word from all the polling agents of the Mr. Kharge. Right now, we are showing you the visuals from here at Ground Zero, and we'd like to show you as to what is going on. Here is Mr. Nagra. Mr. Nagra, smiling. It's a huge victory for Mr. Kharge.
Yeah, it's a huge victory for the democracy, internal democracy, and Congress, and huge victory of a Congress worker.
कितने वोट पड़े सर खरगे जी को और कितने थरूर साहब?
8,000, around 8,000.
And now you guys are heading towards Mr. Kharge's residence.
Yeah, we are going to his home to congratulate him.
Well, here you can see that everybody's supporting smiles. These are the agents of Mr. Kharge. Mr. Kuljeet Nagra comes from Punjab. there is Mr. Nasir Hussain, and we'd like to get a quick word from Mr. Hussain. What do you have to say at the moment?
See, we had expected this kind of a victory because while in the campaigning it was very clear that people wanted to choose experience. But both the candidates fought very well. Both are able candidates. Both are our senior leaders. Both had a friendly fight. There was no maligning of each other. Both stood for the vision of the Congress party. Both stood for the ideology of the Congress party. It was only how do we fight the forces which are against India, which are against our ideology.
You see what the allegation leveled by the Tharoor camp?
No, that was taken back by the Chief Election Authority because anybody who has an issue will have to go to the Election Authority. That was complained there in front of everyone. That was discussed and resolved.
Huge celebration planned in Karnataka also?
Obviously, Karnataka Congress will celebrate the second president from Karnataka for the post of for AICC.
Mr. प्रमोद तिवारी सर, वरिष्ठ नेता है, राज्यसभा के सांसद हैं। आपने जो है इतने सारे कांग्रेस अध्यक्षों के साथ काम किया, स्पेशली सोनिया गांधी जी के साथ काम किया। अब खरगे जी आ गए हैं, क्या कहना है आपको?
विशाल अनुभव 50 साल का, और उसके बाद सोनिया जी, राहुल जी, प्रियंका जी की सलाह मशवरे से, उनके आशीर्वाद से हम 2024 का चुनाव लड़ेंगे। मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है खरगे साहब के साथ सब मिलजुल कर आएंगे और पूरी कांग्रेस यूनाइटेड रहेगी।
और कहा यह भी जा रहा है कि नए अध्यक्ष आएंगे तो नई टीम भी आएगी।
हर अध्यक्ष की अपनी टीम होती है, उसे नई कहा जाता है।
अच्छा, आप आज के इलेक्शन को कैसे देखते हैं? आप क्या मैसेज आप लोगों में?
इतना निर्णायक बहुमत और 8 गुना से ज्यादा वोट, 467 तो इनवैलिड हो गए, जिसमें ज़्यादातर खरगे साहब के थे। और भाई 8000 वोट और 1000 वोट में बहुत फर्क हो।
और राहुल गांधी जो भारत जोड़ो यात्रा लेके निकले हैं, उनके बारे में आपको क्या कहना है?
वो रियल हीरो हैं। उनके नेतृत्व में कांग्रेस वापस आएगी।
So this is what the mood at ground zero at the moment is, with the journalist Nasir Supriya Bharadwaj for India Today in Delhi.
What will your role be in the party?
That's for the new president to decide.
So will you be reporting to the new president?
Obviously. The Congress president is the supreme authority in the Congress party. And every Congress member reports to that person.
राहुल गांधी जो कि भारत जोड़ो यात्रा लेके निकले हैं, बहुत सारे लोग कह रहे हैं कि फेस ऑफ द पार्टी तो वही रहेंगे।
इसमें क्या शक है? देखिए, राहुल गांधी या गांधी परिवार, इसका जो योगदान है देश के लिए और कांग्रेस के लिए, उससे कोई भी इनकार नहीं कर सकता है। और हमें विश्वास है कि राहुल जी ने भी इस बात को कई बार दोहराया है कि भले ही हम कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष नहीं रहे, भले ही हम कोई पद पर न रहे, लेकिन एक कांग्रेस कार्यकर्ता के रूप में कांग्रेस की हम सेवा करते रहेंगे और कांग्रेस जैसे चाहे हमारा उपयोग कर सकती है। देखिए, खरगे साहब बहुत ही अनुभवी व्यक्ति हैं, एक लंबे समय से राजनीति में हैं, कांग्रेस पार्टी में हैं, कांग्रेस के बहुत सारे महत्वपूर्ण पदों पर रहे हैं। तो उनके जैसे कम लोग होंगे कांग्रेस पार्टी में इतने अनुभवी, जिनको हर प्रकार का अनुभव हो संगठन का। तो अगर परिणाम उनके पक्ष में आता है तो मैं समझता हूं कि वो एक अच्छे अध्यक्ष साबित होंगे, इससे कोई शक नहीं।
Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, we'll have a senior most experienced person who's handled various positions, who's held positions in the state and at the center, who has grown from the bottom to the top. He hails from a very poor background, from a very simple family, a Dalit family, and today he's reached the pinnacle in the Congress party, an historic position of the Congress party president. I think with his leadership, I'm sure that there'll be good days ahead for the party.
आप प्रस्तावक थे खरगे के, और वहाँ लखनऊ में बताया जा रहा है कि लखनऊ को लेके बहुत शिकायत थी शशि थरूर को, वो शिकायत दूर हुई कि नहीं?
ये बाहर बताया जा रहा है,
खड़ी की हुई तो नहीं थी सारे बखेड़।
बाहर बताया जा रहा था, अंदर कुछ नहीं किया गया, चारों सील इंटैक्ट निकली। ये हारने वाले लोग ना पहले से कुछ न कुछ बहाना बना के रखते हैं।
ऐसा क्यों होता है कि आप हमेशा पार्टी के भीतर जीतने वाले की साइड नजर आते हैं?
इसलिए कि मैं
पहले से ही मैच फिक्स था, इसलिए
मैं जनभावना के अनुरूप चलता हूँ। आज चाहिए था जो पूरी तरीके से अनुभव समेटे हो, 50 साल का, अनुसूचित जात के थे और उनके पास एक प्रबल अनुभव था, इसलिए मुझे मालूम था वो जीतेंगे। मैं प्रस्ताव जैसा उनका क्लेम था वो जीत रहे हैं, युवा परिवर्तन और ये सब सारी बातें खत्म हो गई। इसे लैंडस्लाइड विक्ट्री कहते हैं।
I'm on my way to congratulate our new president. Let me go and meet him and then we'll talk. Come, thank you. Thanks. I'm going to Kharge's.
We had expected this kind of an victory because while in the campaigning it was very clear that people wanted to choose experience, but both the candidates fought very well. Both are able candidates, both are our senior leaders, both had a friendly fight. There was no maligning of each other. Both stood for the vision of the Congress party, both stood for the ideology of the Congress party.
बड़ी जिम्मेदारी है।
बड़ा मौका है
आज कांग्रेस पार्टी के अध्यक्ष पद के चुनाव की मतगणना हुई है और जैसा आप सब जानते हैं आदरणीय मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे साहब भारी बहुमत से चुनाव जीते हैं। लोकतंत्र में इससे बेहतर उदाहरण नहीं हो सकता जब आंतरिक डेमोक्रेसी को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए कांग्रेस पार्टी ने बड़ा व्यापक चुनाव कराया। मतदान हुआ 17 तारीख को और आज लगभग 90% वोट खड़गे साहब को मिला। ये लोकतंत्र की जीत है, ये देशवासियों के लिए और कांग्रेस पार्टी की जीत है। मैंने खड़गे साहब को भी मुबारकबाद दिया है, शुभकामनाएं दी हैं। एक बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी और चुनौती उनके ऊपर आज आई है। हम सब लोग तमाम कांग्रेसजन पूरे देश के एकजुटता के साथ, और मैं मानता हूं चुनाव से कांग्रेस के अंदर और ताकत आई है, कांग्रेस और एकजुट हुई है और सब लोग मिलकर इनके नेतृत्व में काम करेंगे। मुझे पूरा भरोसा है खड़गे साहब का जो व्यापक अनुभव है उसका लाभ पार्टी को मिलेगा। आने वाली तमाम चुनौतियों का सामना हम करेंगे और कांग्रेस पार्टी और मजबूत होगी।
उन चुनौतियों में राजस्थान भी है, राजस्थान में कैसे सरकार दोबारा सत्ता में आए, ये जिम्मेदारी है।
इतना बड़ा चुनाव हुआ है, सारी बातें सबने सुनी है, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि मिस्त्री जी ने एक निष्पक्ष चुनाव कराया है और सब लोगों ने मिलकर इस चुनाव को अप्रिशिएट किया है। 9000 चुने हुए लोगों ने एक अध्यक्ष चुना है, ये किसी और दल ने आज तक नहीं किया है। हमारे यहाँ ओपन, ट्रांसपेरेंट और एक खुले माहौल में चुनाव हुआ, लोगों ने अपना मत दिया और आज भारी बहुमत से खड़गे साहब जीते हैं। और मैं समझता हूँ जिस पृष्ठभूमि से वो आते हैं, जमीनी नेता हैं, एक दलित समाज से आते हैं, लेकिन पूरे कर्नाटक, पूरे देश में उनके राजनीति को लोग जानते हैं। हम सबके लिए बड़ा शुभ संकेत है। मैंने शुभकामनाएं दी हैं। मुझे पूरा विश्वास है आज हमारे जो विरोधी दल हैं उनके अंदर एक घबराहट महसूस हो रही होगी कि खड़गे साहब के अध्यक्ष बनने के बाद नई ऊर्जा, नई ताकत और नए जोश के साथ तमाम कांग्रेसजन एकजुटता से आगे बढ़ेंगे।
राजस्थान भी है, राजस्थान
कोई भी जीते, दो उम्मीदवार थे, दोनों में से एक चुनाव जीता है, लेकिन सभी उम्मीदवार सभी
Congratulations pouring in from Mr. Kharge. You just heard Sachin Pilot there. What's interesting, viewers, is that Mr. Sachin Pilot, in all possibility, was waiting for the Congress president elections to be done and then the focus to shift to the Rajasthan conundrum. Because remember, what has been promised is that the proverbial high command and now the new party president will decide who will be the chief minister of Rajasthan or whatever the power sharing arrangement there would be. But you know, one has to say this, I have in the longest never seen drums in the Congress headquarters beat so loud and with so much fervor. It's like they've actually won a real election in terms of a state election. That's what it smacks of. The sense of elation is at a different level, and if you don't believe me, just see. It's every corner you turn to, every place, you cannot hide it. All right, viewers, so now what you see is a steady stream of Congress workers, of Congress leaders leaving the headquarters here, and they're all making their way. Now all roads from the Congress headquarters lead to only one destination, and that is Mr. Kharge's residence. And even Shashi Tharoor, who at least at the face of it has gracefully accepted defeat, is also touted to go and meet Mr. Kharge at his residence, which is not very far from where I'm standing. So the Congress office now emptying out, the last bit of fervor, the last bit of dhols, thankfully, at least for my ears, dying down. I can barely hear myself, even if the drums aren't beating anymore. They've been so deafening over the past hour and a half. But this is what it looks like, viewers. An election for the president of the Congress. And what a thumping majority, as expected, Mr. Kharge has won from. It's been exactly what many would say was an open secret, what the high command, the proverbial high command wanted. So for the last 20 years, now you'd have a non-Gandhi president. Many would say a de facto Gandhi, but yet he is going to be a non-Gandhi. Mallikarjun Kharge is the new party president of the Congress. Will there be an official taking over? We're going to try and break it down in terms of what the protocol demands. But continuous coverage, viewers, right here. Me and our battery of reporters put the spotlight on right now, which is the biggest political story. And that is the election of Mr. Kharge to the next Congress party president. He's won by a majority of over 7,500 votes, 8 times the number that has been procured by his only.
Sri Mallikarjun Kharge and Dr. Shashi Tharoor were, मैं आपको ये रिटर्न में दूंगा, सबको बाद में कॉपी मिल जाएगी. Were the candidate of the election of the President of Indian National Congress. The polling was held on 17th October 2022 and counting took place today, 19th October 2022, in the presence of the authorized agent of the contested candidate. The total vote polled are 9,385. I repeat, the total votes polled are 9,385. Sri Mallikarjun Kharge, 7,897 vote. Mallikarjun Kharge, 7,897 vote. Dr. Shashi Tharoor, 1,072 vote. Dr. Shashi Tharoor, 1,072 votes. Invalid votes, 416. 416. Invalid vote, 416. As per the Article 18D of the Constitution of Indian National Congress, I, Madhusudan Mistry, hereby declare Sri Mallikarjun Kharge elected as the President of Indian National Congress. That's all that I have to say. If you have anything to ask, please say. मैं कांग्रेस पार्टी के प्रेसिडेंट के चुनाव के अंदर 2 प्रत्याशी थे, श्री मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे और श्री डॉक्टर शशि थरूर. चुनाव के लिए वोट 17 अक्टूबर को डाले गए थे और आज 19 अक्टूबर का उसका काउंटिंग हुआ था. इस काउंटिंग के अंदर दोनों कैंडिडेट के पोलिंग एजेंट हाजिर थे. टोटल वोट 9,385 पड़े हैं. उसमें से मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे को 7,997 वोट मिले.
Who is India's most valued celebrity? Nope, not her and not him either. Hrithik Roshan has retained his spot in the latest rankings at number 10 with a net worth of 368 crores. Their worth has been derived from their endorsement contracts. Ayushmann Khurrana has come a long way from his roadies days and developed an amazing brand value for himself, but in this list, he has dropped to the 9th spot from 6th where he was in 2020.
What languages are spoken at home? Tamil, Hindi, bit of Punjabi or not? Punjabi not. No Punjabi. And the language between you and Dharamji, language of love.
Language of love. Even today, touch wood. Even today, seeing them, it's like pure true love.
You did not teach him Tamil?
Little bit, yes.
He knows a few Tamil words?
Some thoda malum hai. All the men in our family end up knowing more Tamil than their own language. Even Bharat with Sindhi is not as good as he understands Tamil.
Presented by Only OLX Autos gives the best price for your car. Co-presented by Macho Hint, Fashion Bade Aaram Se. Powered by Ashirwad Shubh Chakki Aata, Raho Char Kadam Aage.
Everyone's busy finding what's trending. You're busy finding out why. India Today, for those who research before reacting. Download the India Today app now. Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices.
You started off and you won a Filmfare Award for Best Debut. Koi Mere Dil Se Pooche. So your career, in a way, was stop start, right? You started off very well, and then I guess it was much more difficult, perhaps because of the comparisons, perhaps because of the nature of the industry.
Yes.
Which was very unfair, which was not supposed to be. They should not.
You know, but today when I look back, I have no regrets. I thank whatever happened because it's made me a very tough nut to crack.
Really?
Presented by Only OLX Autos gives the best price for your car. Co-presented by Macho Hint, Fashion Bade Aaram Se. Powered by Ashirwad Shubh Chakki Aata, Raho Char Kadam Aage.
All right, here's some big breaking coming in from Telangana. In fact, a controversy that's erupted during the Telangana state examination. Women have been asked to remove their Mangal Sutra. Mangal Sutra removed before entering the examination hall. And at the examination center, Hindu women were asked to remove all of their belongings, including their rings, their anklets, their bangles, their toe rings, chains, and a few women were asked to remove their Mangal Sutra as well. But at the same time, the visuals showed some Muslim women wearing the veil, the burqa, who were seen entering the examination center and were not stopped. BJP leaders taking to Twitter launched an all-out attack on the government, stating that selective secularism displayed by the TRS government. TRS leader Kishan tweeted a video stating that candidates were checked equally by the authorities. According to Uday Kumar Reddy, Adilabad SP, initially while allowing candidates, it was the mistake of the MRO of not allowing Hindu women and asking them to remove their belongings. But later when the inspector reached the spot, Hindu women were allowed to enter the examination center with their Mangal Sutra. So there seems to be some allegation, one made by the BJP, saying that Hindu women were asked to remove their Mangal Sutra, their rings, their toe rings and bangles, etc., while Muslim women with the burqa were allowed to go in without being checked. But the police there coming to clarify the situation, saying that initially women were asked to take off their Mangal Sutra, but quickly they turned around to allow these women to wear their Mangal Sutra. And about discrimination between the two religions, the police say that they were all checked equally. Let's take a listen.
If there is any fear that anything would go in, but you can't have two sets of standards at the same examination center for ladies who are appearing for that examination. And what's coming out of Telangana is disturbing from that perspective. The reports that are coming, it seems that those who were in burqa, they were not checked. Whereas there is claims and allegations that ladies were asked to remove their Mangal Sutras. Now you can't have this kind of discrimination happening at the gate of an examination, because the institution and the examination is not religious by any nature. It's a secular institution. And therefore, both of them should have been checked or both should not have been checked.
There you have it, BJP there accusing the TRS government of discriminatory practice, saying that women, Hindu women, were stopped outside the examination centers. They were asked to take off their Mangal Sutra and even other articles like their rings, their toe rings, their anklets, bangles. They were asked to take it off, while Muslim women were allowed to go in with their burqa on. The administration there claiming that they were all checked equally, but with regards to the Mangal Sutra the women being asked to take that off, they said it was a mistake initially, and then once the police arrived, they allowed for these women to wear their Mangal Sutra inside the examination hall. But you hear allegations now of discriminatory practice made by the BJP. BJP leaders taking to Twitter, launching an all-out attack on the TRS government, stating that selective secularism has been on full display in Telangana. TRS leader Kishan tweeted a video stating that candidates were checked equally by the authorities. Apurva, though, giving us some clarity on this, our India Today correspondent joining us live. Apurva, a quick word coming from you. Do clarify to us what exactly has happened here. TRS leader says everyone was checked equally, while BJP has put out a video there showing Hindu women being stopped and checked rigorously, while Muslim women were allowed to go in with their burqa on.
Well, that's right, Nabila. In fact, this video has surfaced after the examination had been conducted on 16th October. And, in this video that has been circulated, it's been going on viral online. It also shows where checks are being conducted on women. One or two of these videos also show women clad in burqa there who are entering inside. Well, on the parallel side, you can see other women there removing their jewels such as bangles, earrings, etc. Before entering the examination as well. In fact, we also had the senior officials, police officials speaking to us, where they said that such an instance of checking has taken place, but that no one was ordered to remove Mangal Sutra, etc., as it has been circulated online. The senior official, the SP, also goes on to clarify, stating that these videos that are going do clarify that the checks have been ongoing, but removal of Mangal Sutra or any other religious indication for a woman, those kind kind of activities did not take place, is what he clarified. In fact, a case has also, investigation is also started, is what he says. He also goes on to state that these rules and regulations have been followed time and again with respect to these examinations that are being conducted here regularly, and that these examinations are the routine checks that are taken. In fact, the women who are wearing burqa and are entering inside, they were also given the same, a similar type of check, is what the SP there clarifies. But although he does in fact reiterate that a case will be looked into, a probe is being looked into after these videos have gone viral, wherein messages are there claiming that Mangal Sutras of women were also asked to be removed. So he says a case has been lodged and that a special team will be looking into these allegations.
Right, Apurva, thank you very much for joining us with those details. We're going to continue tracking that story. But shocker coming in from Hyderabad. A 4-year-old kid was raped by school principal's driver. Parents have claimed that this kid was raped for 2 months straight. Her parents have got to know about this after they noticed some behavioral changes in their child. The incident has taken place in Banjara Hills Private School, where she was raped by the driver Rajni Kumar. Locals have staged a protest and 4-year-old's parents have thrashed the accused driver, sought strict action against him. They've demanded the sacking of the school's principal as well. Now, cops have filed a case against the driver and that man has been sent to judicial custody. This wasn't the first time, though, is what they claim, that this driver has been violating these students. As per allegations, that this man may have been manhandling these children for quite a while. He's in fact caused much trouble to many children. They were allegedly afraid to even go close to that driver, Rajni Kumar. He is now in custody. Investigations continue. All right, now more revelations continue to emerge over the release of Bilkis Banu's rapists in affidavits exclusively accessed by India Today. It's made quite evident that the convicts may have been given a free run in prison, with all convicts enjoying over 2.5 years as parole or leave. Not just that, one of the convicts, Mitesh Bhatt, was also charged with molestation of a woman while out on parole in 2020. At least 10 of the 11 convicts were out of jail for more than 1,000 days each, either on parole or temporary leave. Now, this comes after the Gujarat government had claimed that the convicts were released for serving 14 years or more in prison. But another shocking revelation has now emerged, as this affidavit shows that out of the members in the jail advisory panel for the convicts' release, it appears that 2 of those members were Gujarat MLAs, while the other 3 were social workers. Now, this makes it 5 out of the 10 members who are not jail officials on this board.
सुनवाई तो चलेगी, लेकिन जो एफिडेविट दिया गया है गुजरात सरकार की तरफ से, वो निश्चित रूप पर एक सवाल उठता है। उन्होंने कहा कि गृह मंत्रालय की इजाज़त के बाद ही ये सब हुआ है। इसका मतलब डायरेक्टली होम मिनिस्टर अमित शाह इसमें इन्वॉल्व है। ये पूरा केस इस बात को साबित करता है कि ये सब कुछ कम्युनल, मोटिवेटेड और पॉलिटिकली मोटिवेटेड है। इसमें न्याय अन्याय की कोई बात नहीं है।
All right, now here's a quick look at some of those national stories that we're tracking. BJP has now declared the first list of candidates for the upcoming Himachal Pradesh Assembly elections. 62 candidates have been named in the first list, including Chief Minister Jairam Thakur, who will contest from Siraj. Anil Sharma will be contesting from Mandi, and Satpal Singh Satti to be contesting from Una. The election is scheduled to be held on 12th of November. Former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister and Telugu Desam Party President Chandrababu Naidu has condemned the police action against the Janasena Chief Pawan Kalyan and his party activists in Visakhapatnam. This comes after the police stopped Pawan Kalyan from venturing out of his hotel room and conducting a scheduled rally until October 31st. An encounter broke out in Lucknow after cops cornered a gang rape accused. Imran alias Mustafa, the main accused in this gang rape of a student, tried to flee. In fact, the accused did not stop his vehicle despite being cornered and started firing at the cops. The police then retaliated, leading to the accused being shot on the leg. AIADMK MLAs with former Chief Minister Edappadi Palliswamy have attempted to stage a hunger strike against the Tamil Nadu Speaker in Chennai. In fact, drama unfolded as AIADMK leaders were detained, not allowed to hold their agitation. The latest showdown between the DMK and the AIADMK was triggered by the Speaker not recognizing R.B. Uday Kumar from the EPS camp as the deputy LOP, despite the party submitting a petition. The National Investigation Agency has taken over the investigation into violence in Kolkata's Mominpur after Durga Puja. The agency has registered an FIR in New Delhi over the violence in Kolkata's Mominpur and Iqbalpur areas. Right now, the report by Justice Armugaswamy, beg your pardon, the commission that was probing former Chief Minister Jayalalitha's death, has tabled in the Assembly, the Tamil Nadu Assembly, which concluded that the fault must be found with her confidant, V.K. Sasikala, and advised a probe into Jayalalitha's death and Sasikala's involvement into it. Let me quickly cut across to this detailed report.
6 years after the death of former Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha, a judicial panel has submitted its report on the treatment given to the AIADMK Supremo. The Arumugaswamy Commission has recommended a probe against Jayalalitha's closest confidant for decades, V.K. Sasikala. Reacting to the panel report, Sasikala refuted all allegations and said that she is ready to face inquiry. The 480-page report tabled in the Tamil Nadu Assembly on Tuesday also indicates Sasikala's relative, Dr. K.S. Sivakumar, then Health Secretary J. Radhakrishnan, and then Health Secretary C. Vijay Bhaskar. The panel has underscored culpable lapses in Jayalalitha's death. The report noted that the treatment given to the former Chief Minister was shrouded in secrecy, and there was lack of transparency about her exact health condition. Not only that, there were no authentic and reliable disclosure of facts pertaining to the course of treatment given to her. The Stalin government says they will be consulting legal experts to decide on an investigation. Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, a report on Thoothukudi police firing slams Rajnikant's anti-social elements comment. In fact, in May 2018, 13 people were killed in police firing on the 100th day of protests against the Sterlite copper smelter factory. Retired Judge Aruna Jagdisan led an inquiry into he's led an inquiry into this entire episode, has identified several discrepancies in the orders that were issued to open fire at the crowds. Rajnikant had then claimed that there was total failure of the state machinery, including intelligence, and the police had exceeded their limits, attacked those protesters brutally. However, Rajnikant had later claimed that anti-social elements there have intruded, attacked the police, damaged Collectorate's building and set fire to the Sterlite staff quarters, which pushed the police to fire. Rajnikant was also seen losing his temper while being questioned about his change of opinion. The report said that a popular actor of the stature of Rajnikant was not expected to act on the spur of the moment and make baseless remarks.
சமூக விரோதிகள்லாம் வந்து கெடுத்துட்டு போலீஸ் அடிச்சது அவங்க தான், கலெக்டர் ஆஃபீஸ் அடிச்சது அவங்க தான், அந்த குடியிருப்பை வந்து எரிச்சதும் அவங்க தான். எது அது எப்படி தெரியும் சொல்லி கேட்க வேண்டாம், எனக்கு தெரியும். அதான் அதான் எடுக்கணும், சீக்கிரம் எடுக்கணும், சீக்கிரம் எடுக்கணும். அவங்கள முதல்ல காட்டணும், வெளியே கொண்டு வந்து எல்லாத்தையும் காட்டணும். இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆனதே போலீஸ் அடிச்ச பிறகுதான். அந்த சமூக விரோதிகள் போலீஸை அடிச்சாங்க, அப்போதுதான் ப்ராப்ளம் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சு. காவல்துறை யூனிஃபார்மில் யாரும் நடிச்சா கூட எப்பவும் ஒத்துக்க மாட்டேங்க நான். ஓகே, வேற அது கேள்வி இருக்கா?
All right, coming up on the other side for short break, standout shows of the Fashion Week. Special report on the other side. Stay with us.
Fashion industry is all about new designs, styles and creations. Well, now fashion designers have a new playground for their creations, the metaverse. This digital world where, thanks to an avatar that gives us a virtual twin, we can evolve and act just as we would in the real world. We enter it through wearing a virtual reality headgear or by watching a computer or smartphone screen. The metaverse is a space for experimentation and testing out new products, allowing designers to push the boundaries of their creativity. This has economic advantages too. By testing out their collection in the metaverse, they can then analyze public reaction in it and adapt demand accordingly to avoid surplus production and unsold items in the real world. In other words, an eco-friendly approach. For other designers, their creations will stay digital. On specialized platform, brands commercialize their virtual clothes by attaching to them an NFT or a non-interchangeable unit of data stored on a blockchain that can be sold and traded using cryptocurrency. This kind of marketing saves brands from their worst nightmare: fakes flooding the marketplace. With the second-hand market booming, reselling a pair of virtual shoes associated with an NFT will give the designer royalties on each transaction. Some brands link a virtual fashion item with its counterpart in reality.
What languages are spoken at home? Tamil, Hindi, bit of Punjabi or not? Punjabi na. No Punjabi. And the language between you and Dharamji, language of love.
Language of love. Even today, touch wood. Even today, seeing them, it's like pure true love.
You did not teach him Tamil?
Little bit, yes.
He knows he knows a few Tamil words.
Some thoda मालूम है.
All the men in our family end up knowing more Tamil than their own language. Even Bharat with Sindhi is not as good as he understands Tamil.
Presented by only OLX Autos gives the best price for your car. Co-presented by Macho Hint, Fashion Bade Aaram Se. Powered by Ashirwad Shubh Chakki Atta, Raho Char Kadam Aage.
All right, some big news coming in. Pakistan now playing the victim card after India's boycott calls. Pakistan board says decision taken without consultation. Pakistan now threatens to skip the World Cup 2023 in India. Pakistan's board says surprised and disappointed with BCCI's remarks. Jai Shah said that India won't travel to Pakistan for the Asia Cup. Jai Shah had also said that Asia Cup will be held in a neutral venue. This was Jai Shah's remarks. And now Pakistan playing the victim card, saying that they are surprised with BCCI's remarks. Now, a day after BCCI Secretary Jai Shah opted against touring Pakistan for the Asia Cup, ex-Pakistan cricketer Shahid Afridi has lashed out at Jai Shah and criticised the board as well. In a sharp attack, Afridi has said that Shah's remarks show a lack of experience and cricket administration in India. Not only this, Pakistan even threatened to pull out of the next year's World Cup in India, reacting strongly to Jai Shah's statement. The BCCI on Tuesday has confirmed that Team India won't be touring Pakistan for the 50-over Asia Cup, scheduled to take place in Pakistan next year and batted for a neutral venue. All right, cutting across to some fashion news. The FTCI, along with Lakme Fashion Week, coming together in a glamorous affair with B-Town celebrities coming out with their stylish outfits. Let's take a quick look what's on store on day 4.
Designer Gaurav Gupta's show at the FDCI X Lakme Fashion Week was a standout one. Astronomical construction was the order of the day. The craftsmanship, form and design innovation was signature Gaurav Gupta. What was different this time around was the crystal burst embroidery and the outwardly look and feel of the couture and the overall vibe of the fashion show. Siddharth Malhotra turned muse for the designer as the showstopper.
It's always lovely walking on the ramp, brings back so many memories. And especially today when I'm wearing Gaurav Gupta and his lovely outfit, because I think he's the only designer that I've worn the maximum number of times on any red carpet in the last recent years, or even before that. We were just counting, and they feel that we have a contract or something that every second walk of mine on the red carpet is Gigi.
Amit Agarwal, the design innovator, presented his collection Onyx that reflected a state of utmost speed. The colors included a dynamic blur of blacks, whites and silvers. The collection showcased movement, which is seen a lot in Amit Agarwal's work.
I think what this collection truly celebrates is the movement between the black and white, which kind of, has the million patterns of checks, glitches, the million grays that make all of us. And I think that this collection primarily celebrates that. It is the gray in all of us that we kind of shy away from speaking about. And Onyx is all about the human celebration.
Right from his play of colors, to the forms, to the set design, innovation was at the heart of this showcase. To the other standout show at the FDCI X Lakme Fashion Week. It happened to be that of Satya Paul. While the designer may be no more, his design ethos lives on. The rather interesting showcase had works that were unapologetically creative. The design philosophy was communicated with models on cars and bicycles on a runway, to muses on skateboards, to dancers and gymnasts being chaperoned by the models looking like astronauts. It all reflected the label's endeavor to communicate possibilities for an uncertain world. A world in which fantasy comes alive. In New Delhi, Shashi Tharoor for India Today.
Coming up on the other side of a short break, Mallikarjun Kharge becomes the new Congress president. The first non-Gandhi face to lead the party after 24 long years. He gets 7,897 votes, while Tharoor manages a mere 1,072. More details up next.
प्रेजेंटेड बाय धूल आए पर घर पे ना टिक पाए।
Watching India Today.
Hello there, very good afternoon. You're watching India Today TV. I'm Sneha Mordani. Let's tell you about the top story at this hour. This is Mallikarjun Kharge becoming the new Congress president. We're getting you that and much more. First, the headlines. Kharge is the new boss of the Congress party, receiving 7,897 votes. Shashi Tharoor has managed a meager 1,072 votes. Celebrations break out outside the Congress headquarters. Big controversy in Telangana. Controversy over Hindu women being asked to remove Mangal Sutra before appearing for a state exam. Women wearing burqa were allowed in. Bilkis Banu rapist was booked for molestation while he was out on parole. India Today has learned that 11 convicts spent over 900 days out of jail. Prime Minister Modi inaugurates Defence Expo 2022, launches Made in India trainer aircraft HTT-40, unveils part to pride military strength.
यही देश कोई जमाना था जब कबूतर छोड़ा करता था, आज चीता छोड़ने की ताकत रखता है।
और इस रिटायरमेंट लूंगा।
Former Pakistan cricketer Shahid Afridi slams Jay Shah over his No Asia Cup in Pakistan remark. Pakistan board threatens to skip World Cup 2023 in India. China-Pakistan tango to shield terrorists exposed. Beijing puts India and America's proposal to list Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorists as a global terrorist on hold. Well, a top story at this hour, and this has got to do with the new boss of the Congress party, that is Mallikarjun Kharge. He is the new Congress president. The party is finally chosen. Kharge is the first non-Gandhi party president in 24 years. While Kharge won with a landslide victory of nearly 8,000 votes, Tharoor got over 1,000 votes in his favour. After conceding his defeat, Congress MP Shashi Tharoor congratulated his colleague Kharge, wishing him success in the task. Celebrations erupted outside Congress headquarters in Delhi right after the news of Kharge being the new party chief broke out. Rahul Gandhi said he'll report to Kharge now, but many Congress netas say Rahul will remain the face.
Senior se consult karenge.
There's a new president that's going to be elected this evening. What will your role be in the party?
That's for the new president to decide.
So will you be reporting to the new president?
Obviously. The Congress president is the supreme authority in the Congress party. And every Congress member reports to that person.
I'm on my way to congratulate our new president. Let me go and meet him and then we'll talk. Come, thank you. Thanks. I'm going to Mr. Kharge's.
And some news coming in. Kharge has become the new Congress president. Kharge's first press conference as president at 4 p.m. Tharoor to address the media at 4:30 p.m. is what we've been given to understand. Ashok Gehlot reaches Kharge's residence. Big story at this the first press conference as the Congress president. That is what Mallikarjun Kharge is going to do now at 4 o'clock in about an hour from now. At 4:30, we know Shashi Tharoor will also be addressing the media. Ashok Gehlot, meanwhile, has reached the residence of Mallikarjun Kharge.
4 बजे 4 to 4:30 के बीच में मैं प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करके बोलूंगा मैं आपको सबको.
Mosmi Singh is getting us more details on that story. Supriya Bharadwaj also continues to track that big story for us. First to you, Mosmi. Give us an idea about the mood really, given that Tharoor has not just now but in the past also said that all of this is rigged essentially and it's devoid of credibility.
So Sneha, clearly the underlined message in bold is that the Congress party has finally conducted its polls for the president's post. Importantly, the Congress has bent backwards to showcase its internal democracy. In fact, with the Central Election Authority addressing several complaints of Shashi Tharoor, and clearly with Shashi Tharoor coming for the golden handshake with Mallikarjun Kharge, where we are right now, his residence is actually a picture of jubilation and celebrations. On my left, you can see that there are several workers and a feast is being hosted by Mallikarjun Kharge, a lunch perhaps for all those who are coming. So preparations perhaps were done even before the results started pouring in, and that's how clear the messaging was as far as Kharge being the heavyweight in this entire contest is concerned. Now, we spoke to Mallikarjun Kharge. He'll be doing a presser, as you said, at 4 p.m, underlining the contours of what he's going to do next and thanking, of course, all the delegates that who voted for them. But Shashi Tharoor has pulled off a spectacular contest, I can clearly say, with clearly, adding much flavor and, in fact, color to the entire elections with his role, and in fact bagging more than 1,000 votes. That was the margin that was set for a respectable defeat. He's managed to do that and therefore established himself as a formidable leader within the party circle. So we'll have to wait and see how that really unfolds as far as future is concerned. But Rahul Gandhi clearly has defined Sneha, and I asked Pawan to show you the pictures even as I narrate to you that, Pawan, can you just show the pictures that Rahul Gandhi is clearly defined that even my role will be decided by the new president. Now that really means, Sneha, that the Gandhi family wants to give Mallikarjun Kharge the push to in fact debunk that remote control allegations of the new president being run by a remote control, and therefore Rahul Gandhi even saying that all those questions which were technical about the organization now further on will be answered by the new president. So Mallikarjun Kharge all set to take on this huge responsibility, scripting history in the meanwhile.
Yes, be with us, Mosmi. I'm just going to come back to you. Supriya Bharadwaj is also with us. In fact, Supriya, I recall really well that there are several leaders, including somebody like a Salman Khurshid, very senior. He was also the law minister when UPA was in power. He came out and said that whoever is the president, the Gandhis will always be turned to. What does this appointment really mean in that sense? That's the real test. And not just the BJP and the other parties, but all eyes of the people will also be on who really is the new boss of the Congress, whether it is the man who's just been elected or whether Gandhis continue to rule, isn't it?
First and foremost, I would like to show you what is happening at ground zero. There is Dol Nagara, which is happening just now. Ashok Gehlot along with Ambika Soni and all the senior leaders of the Congress party has reached Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge's residence. This is the residence of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. There is Dol Nagara outside. There is also the firecrackers which are being burned. Though it is banned in Delhi, but at the moment here, you can see that as to how the firecrackers are being burnt over here. The supporters are present in large number over here. And inside the residence of Mr. Kharge is present Mr. Ashok Gehlot, the Chief Minister of Rajasthan, as well as the other senior leaders of the party. Mr. Kharge is going to come around 4 o'clock and is going to address the media. So you can see over here, the firecrackers are being burned, are being also beaten up. When we spoke to Priyank Kharge, he said that celebrations won't be very grand because we have a lot of responsibility in our hand. We have to go all out and fight the elections. He was talking about the Himachal Pradesh as well as Gujarat elections. So over here you can see that media is present. There are leaders who are present. This is the Mumbai team which is there. I can see Zishan. He's the Youth Congress president of Mumbai. How do you see this moment?
It's a historical moment for all of us because the new president has been elected. It's a great honor for me as I was his chief election. I was his polling agent in Maharashtra, and it's a very happy moment for all the Congress family that Mallikarjun Kharge ji, being such a senior man, is now leading the party, and I'm sure it'll make a very big difference in the whole country.
All these senior leaders have come from Maharashtra. What do you have to say about the new president?
It's a great day for us, and it's a democratic elections in the only party that is the Indian National Congress. And it will take her to greater heights.
The question that you asked me, Sneha, about who is going to be the leader, that was answered by none other than Mr. Gandhi himself. He said that the Congress president is the ultimate authority in the party and everybody is going to follow the whatever the instructions will be given by the Congress president. Once again, I like to show you the mood over here. There is Dol Nagara, which has been beaten up. At the same time, we have seen a lot of Karyakartas who are dancing. We like to show you, it seems that some of the leaders who have come from across the country, that's Mr. Mukul Wasling, will try to get in a word from him because he is the man who will actually spill a lot of info as far as the Congress party's next move is concerned. One thing is for sure, Dinesh Gundu Rao told us, Sneha, that there will be a new team also taking over. He said very categorically, he's the AICC in charge of Goa and Tamil Nadu. He said because a new president has come, certainly there will be a new team also which will take over. Mr. Kharge around 4 p.m. is going to address a press conference over here only. You can see as to how the movement is. A lot of leaders are coming over here and we'll try to get in a quick word from Mr. Mukul Wasnik also. Here you can see what is happening is that the leaders after leaders are coming. We have just seen Mr. Ashok Gehlot, the Chief Minister of Rajasthan, along with Mr. Venugopal, Mallikarjun, at the same time Randeep Singh Surjewala and other leaders who came here. And now we're here. I will like to show you what is going on. That's Mr. Nasir Hussain who has come over here and I'll ask them that to just lead the way for us. Mr. Nasir Hussain ji, aapko kya kehna hai aaj jo victory hai? Mr. Hussain, over here we'll try to get in a word from the leaders over here who are present in large number. Mr. Hussain, what do you have to say about the victory of Mr. Kharge?
We already said that it's a grand victory for Mr. Kharge. It was a very good fight between both the candidates. Both the candidates have fought very well. And now it is up to Mr. Kharge to take up the team along with him, which he has always been saying that there will be consultative politics.
Well, over here you can see that Mr. K.C. Venugopal, the AICC General Secretary. I would like to break the information. Congress's outgoing President Sonia Gandhi is coming right now where we are at the moment. We are showing the live visuals. Congress President Ms. Sonia Gandhi, who's the outgoing president, is coming to meet Mr. Kharge at his residence. We are showing you the shots from ground zero. I'd like to get a quick word from from the leaders who are present here. They're trying to get everybody just arranged in this manner. Well, Congress is Now the outgoing President Ms. Sonia Gandhi is coming here at where we are, 10 Rajaji Marg, the residence of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. She'll be going inside. All the top leaders are present here. I'd like Nasir to just come outside over here and show you the shots, the visuals of the Congress President who will be coming at the moment. And we'd like to show you as to what is going on. The top leaders, the General Secretary in charge of the Congress Party, Mr. Venugopal, and other leaders are also present here in large number. Well, we'd like to show you that over here, the leaders are present in large number. Well, they are not trying, they are avoiding to talk to the media. All the leaders are present here. There it is, the cavalcade is arriving, and we'd like to show you that Congress's outgoing president, Ms. Sonia Gandhi, is coming here. Well, that you can see
some statement
over here that
is
in a couple of minutes she'll be present here.
Okay, I'm just going to come back to you in a moment from now, Supriya. Going across to my colleague Preeti Chaudhary is joining us from the residence of Mallikarjun Kharge. Preeti, the big question is that the polls are done and dusted with, but the real people who hold the power in the Congress party has in fact always been the Gandhis. We'll talk to you about that. Preeti, in fact, Rahul Gandhi said, of course, I'm going to report to Mallikarjun Kharge. But that is something that really remains to be seen, isn't it? Everybody is going to be watching that very closely.
Well, of course, you know, Sneha, that is the big question. Shashi Tharoor, who came in a short while back to congratulate Mr. Kharge, remember with what he had said when he filed his nomination, that if you want to vote for me, you vote for change. If you want things to remain the same, you vote for Mr. Kharge. So, but, you know, having said that, to give Mr. Kharge the benefit of doubt going ahead, there is a sense of excitement, at least where the cadre of the Congress is concerned. And, you know, it's very rare that, at least with the Congress, and every time I have gone to the headquarters when a big day or an event, that you see this kind of excitement. So there is a certain amount of hope that this has happened for the better and things will change and not remain the same. How will Mr. Kharge go ahead? What is the kind of decision that he would be making? He is a man of his own. He's a bloodied politician. But yes, if you remember, every time he's been spoken of, the virtue of loyalty is right on top even before we talk about anything else. So will he remain a true loyalist of the Gandhis and do their bidding, or will he come into his own? Because give a man power, you don't know quite what he becomes. But the word is, he's got his task cut out. The fact is there will be and there have to be changes, sweeping changes within the constituent of the Congress itself, various party posts. There will be changes is what we're getting to understand. The Gandhis still now, till very recently, the cavalcade of Sonia Gandhi is pulled in, viewers. Right behind me, I'll ask camera person Ashok Bhanot to show you. And, you know, I'll take on from what I was saying. That, you know, the Gandhis have always been reluctant to various elections in terms of the CWC. Will that happen right now under Mr. Kharge? That's also a big question. You heard Rahul Gandhi when he was holding that press conference in Andhra Pradesh, where he went on to say that he's going to now be taking his orders from the man in charge, the president-elect, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. The melee that you see right behind me is the Congress contingent welcoming Sonia Gandhi, I would reckon. She's expected any minute from now. A short while ago, the man who cast his first ballot was Mr. Chidambaram, who cast his first vote, went in. Congratulations, clearly in order. All loads from right now the Congress headquarters to lead to Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge's residence. Ms. Sonia Gandhi is now the outgoing, she was the interim Congress president, she's the outgoing Congress president, and I believe, you know, we're going to try and get in a larger understanding if that cavalcade right behind is hers, but she is expected, she is going to come in officially, congratulate Mr. Kharge. I believe a conversation has already taken place. Mr. Kharge has, of course, won by a whopping majority, Sneha. We are talking about at the works of 8-fold the number of votes that Mr. Tharoor has received. Mr. Tharoor, even though his team, Salman Soz, wrote a scathing letter at a level to Mr. Mistry, where he went on and elusively.
काफी धक्का मुक्की हो गई है इस वक्त, पर हम आपको ये बताने की कोशिश कर रहे थे कि कांग्रेस पार्टी में जैसे ही जो विक्ट्री का ऐलान हुआ है सही, उसके बाद हमने देखा है कि सोनिया गांधी और प्रियंका गांधी वाड्रा यहाँ पे लगी हुई है और आप लोग हम ही लोग को धक्का दे रहे हैं। क्यों धक्का दे रहे हैं कैमरा मैन को? तो यहाँ पे तो आप देखिए, तो सॉरी थोड़ी धक्का मुक्की चल रही थी, पर यहाँ पे आप सोनिया गांधी और प्रियंका गांधी अंदर मुलाकात करिए। सफल साहब सारे
Okay. All right, so that was Mosmi telling us that Priyanka Gandhi and also Sonia Gandhi are right now.
जी सईद बोलिए।
नहीं धक्का क्यों मारे? आप लोगों को शर्म नहीं आती है?
All right, so chaos there at Mallikarjun Kharge's residence where Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi are meeting with the new Congress president. Mallikarjun Kharge is the new boss of the Congress party, but he has a tough task cut out for him. He faces some serious challenges. Challenge number one, face BJP's fearsome poll machinery. How is he going to be dealing with that one? Implement changes and reforms within the Congress party. Also, dispel notions of being proxies of the Gandhis, because all eyes are going to be on what he does, how he behaves, and then tries to dispel that notion that he in fact is just a front for the Gandhis. Strike a balance between rival power centers and so many of them really within the Congress party. Not to be seen as Gandhi's rubber stamp. That's going to be a big challenge for Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. Also, and dissidents afflicting state units. And again, there are way too many. Rejuvenate the decaying party organization that needs much needed reform. Preeti continues to be with us. Preeti, I would think that there would be changes soon in the organization as well, because that usually is the norm. The new team of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge in the form of new members and new in charges. General Secretaries, Preeti, of the AICC. That is something expected. And then, of course, it's going to gradually trickle down to PCCs.
Well, yeah, you're right, Sneha. So, and also, there have been a lot of elections that you pointed out, some and the others, which the Gandhis have been reluctant of lately. So, will Mr. Kharge go with what the Gandhis had set in, or will there be sweeping changes as promised? Because this entire election has actually taken place on the premise that there is big need for change, structural change, organizational change, restructuring, internal party democracy strengthening, all of that together. So will it actually be ingrained in letter of what this election promised, even though Mr. Kharge, who's a Gandhi loyalist, to be in the fray, for him now being the party president. But what I'm going to do is, Supriya, my colleague, our colleague, Sneha, is standing right next to me, and she's got these shots of Miss Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi and Miss Priyanka Gandhi coming in. I'm going to quickly ask, Supriya's camera person to actually play those visuals coming in. There you go, if you can see them. Those visuals are coming in right now of Miss Sonia Gandhi and Miss Priyanka Gandhi coming in to give their congratulations to Mr. Kharge. Viewers, what is interesting is Sonia Gandhi is the outgoing party president. She was the interim party president, and
Rajaji Mar, where she has come at the moment, and here you can see that Congress is all senior leaders are present here. That is Congress President, outgoing President Sonia Gandhi, who is present here, and she's heading towards Rajaji Mar, the residence of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. Mrs. Gandhi is here along with the all top leaders present here. She is heading at the moment inside Rajaji Mar, and we like to show you what is going on here at the moment. लड़ क्यों रहे हो? धक्के के मारे आप पीछे हटो, पीछे हटो यार, क्यों धक्के मारे? क्या कर रहे हो? बदतमीज कहेंगे।
मैम आप यूं सुपर यही आप उधर हो जाओ, आपके ऊपर गिर जाएंगे लोग, आप उधर होइए थोड़ा सा।
Shots of Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi coming in, Sneha. So everyone is inside. You have Mr. P. Chidambaram who's inside. We just
pictures of Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Vadra, who right now, as we speak, these are pictures, in fact, you can see of Priyanka Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi at the residence of Mallikarjun Kharge. This is a courtesy meeting. They've already had a conversation in which Sonia Gandhi obviously congratulated Mallikarjun Kharge. The big question really is, and that was a question that was asked of Mr. Rahul Gandhi as well, and whether he's going to be reporting to the Congress president, to which he said, yes, I will. The Congress president, is the supreme leader in the party, and we are going to be reporting to him. What next as far as the Congress's organization is concerned? Will there be changes as far as the Congress Working Committee is concerned? That too is a top-ranking body of the Congress party. The CWC also changes in the organization. Is that too expected? Changes at the AICC, which is changes of state representatives of the Congress party, and then gradually the Pradesh Congress chiefs. Will that too see a reshuffle of sorts? A series of reactions coming in. Listen in.
ये तो कांग्रेस के लिए महत्वपूर्ण है और ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल जो बदलाव लोग चाह रहे हैं, जो उदयपुर डिक्लेरेशन के, वो साहब ने ऑलरेडी उनके अपील में ऑलरेडी हाईलाइट किया है कि क्या क्या करेंगे आगे। अभी तो इलेक्शन हुआ है, 1-2 दिन में बैठ के सब सीनियर से कंसल्ट करके व्हाट शुड बी द फर्स्ट स्टेप टुवर्ड्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल चेंज, वो डिसाइड करेंगे सब मिलके।
Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, we'll have a senior most experienced person who's handled various positions, who's held positions in the state and at the center, who has grown from the bottom to the top. He hails from a very poor background, from a very simple family, a Dalit family, and today he's reached the pinnacle in the Congress party, an historic position of the Congress party president. I think with his leadership, I'm sure that there'll be good days ahead for the party.
राहुल गांधी जो कि भारत जोड़ो यात्रा लेके निकले हैं, बहुत सारे लोग कह रहे हैं कि फेस ऑफ द पार्टी तो वही रहेंगे।
इसमें क्या शक है? देखिए, राहुल गांधी या गांधी परिवार, इसका जो योगदान है देश के लिए और कांग्रेस के लिए, उससे कोई भी इनकार नहीं कर सकता है। और हमें विश्वास है कि राहुल जी ने भी इस बात को कई बार दोहराया है कि भले ही हम कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष नहीं रहे, भले ही हम कोई पद पर न रहे, लेकिन एक कांग्रेस कार्यकर्ता के रूप में कांग्रेस की हम सेवा करते रहेंगे और कांग्रेस जैसे चाहे हमारा उपयोग।
As expected, Shri Mallikarjun Kharge ji has won by a thumping majority of over 90% of the votes. This was expected and we are very happy. It shows that the Congress party is now vibrant and has enthusiastically participated in the election. And we are very confident that over his tenure, Shri Kharge ji will, as he himself has stated, will implement the Udaipur declaration and will carry the process of rejuvenating the Congress party forward.
After a long gap, a non-Gandhi person is going to lead the party. Do you think this is the beginning of transition of the Congress party?
This is a media creation on Gandhi and non-Gandhi. Please remember, in the history of the Congress party, there have been many, many eminent people who did not belong to the Nehru family. They have been successful presidents, very popular presidents. So don't make this binary between Gandhi and non-Gandhi. We have today a senior leader, Shri Kharge, who is the president. We are all very happy and we will work with him, work under him, and we will make the Congress party stronger and more vibrant.
One last question. Do you believe that your opponents that often make this charge that the Congress party is being remote controlled and, by Nehru Gandhi family? Do you think that this election is going to change this narrative?
Listen, the Gandhis, as long as they were Congress president, functioned as Congress president. Now there is another person as Congress president, he will function as Congress president. Now please tell me, when did Mr. J.P. Nadda file his nomination? Before which election authority did he file his nomination? Where was the voting? And by how many votes did Mr. Nadda win?
Thank you for speaking with us. Thank you. That was Mr. Chidambaram putting clear words that the Congress party is certainly going to enhance electoral fortunes under the leadership of Mr. Kharge. In fact, he also said that we should not differentiate between Gandhi and non-Gandhi when it comes to the post of Congress president. In New Delhi, this is Rahul Gautam with Alok for India Today.
लोकतंत्र में इससे बेहतर उदाहरण नहीं हो सकता जब आंतरिक डेमोक्रेसी को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए कांग्रेस पार्टी ने बड़ा व्यापक चुनाव कराया। लगभग 90% वोट खड़गे साहब को मिला। ये लोकतंत्र की जीत है। ये देशवासियों के लिए और कांग्रेस पार्टी की जीत है। मैंने खड़गे साहब को भी मुबारकबाद दिया है, शुभकामनाएं दी हैं। एक बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी और चुनौती उनके ऊपर आज आई है। कांग्रेस के अंदर और ताकत आई है, कांग्रेस और एकजुट हुई है और सब लोग मिलकर इनके नेतृत्व में काम करेंगे। मुझे पूरा भरोसा है खड़गे साहब का जो व्यापक अनुभव है उसका लाभ पार्टी को मिलेगा।
जैसा उनका क्लेम था वो जीत रहे हैं, युवा परिवर्तन और ये सब सारी बातें खत्म हो गई। इसे लैंडस्लाइड विक्ट्री कहते हैं।
We had expected this kind of a victory because while in the campaigning it was very clear that people wanted to choose experience, but both the candidates fought very well. Both are able candidates, both are our senior leaders, both had a friendly fight. There was no maligning of each other. Both stood for the vision of the Congress party, both stood for the ideology of the Congress party.
एक ऐतिहासिक क्षण है। कांग्रेस पार्टी के अध्यक्ष पद का चुनाव पूरे देश में बहुत ही डेमोक्रेटिक तरीके से संपन्न हुआ। आज नतीजे आए और कांग्रेस पार्टी के एक बहुत ही सीनियर और अनुभवी नेता श्री मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे साहब लगभग 89% वोट लेकर के विजयी घोषित हुए हैं। कांग्रेस के अंदर एक बहुत सुंदर एक जनतांत्रिक प्रक्रिया की मिसाल हम लोगों ने पेश की है।
As per the Article 18D of the Constitution of Indian National Congress, I, Madhusudan Mistry, hereby declare Sri Mallikarjun Kharge elected as the President of Indian National Congress.
Definitely, he is a very senior leader of the Karnataka who has a record of 50 years of legislative experience. He has a record of 50 years of legislative experience and the most loyal party leader. He is a leader with big loyalty. So his loyalty has paid him royalty. How can there be a mass practice? How can there be a mass practice? So such a transparent election has been conducted. There is no mass practice. See, whatever the allegation Mr. Shashi Tharoor is making is not right. It is a democratic disorder has been done. For the first time, a senior leader with big experience has been done. We all are welcoming him. We hope that the Congress party will take her much more stronger.
Preeti continues to be with us from Mallikarjun Kharge's residence. Preeti, I just wonder, at 4:30 when Mr. Tharoor speaks to the press, is he going to repeat the charges that he's made that there was bias from day one? And also the fact that he believes the elections were rigged. He said in a letter that there was zero credibility and zero integrity when it came to the poll process, at least in the state of UP.
Well, you know, I doubt that's going to happen. I think he's going to be more gracious about it, Sneha. And why I say that is because he, including Salman Soz, including Karti Chidambaram, Karti Chidambaram, Salman Soz were the ones who were proposers for Mr. Tharoor just a short while ago, came in to meet Mallikarjun Kharge, hailing him as the new president. So I think, whatever we've seen through the course of the day, especially that letter by his team, which was signed in by Mr. Salman Soz, saying that they feared gross violations, especially in the state of Uttar Pradesh, and why also they did not want the votes of Uttar Pradesh to be counted, and they said that there were gross violations there, not just Uttar Pradesh, they also said Andhra, they also said Telangana. But Uttar Pradesh is important because anyone who is familiar, with the electoral college of way it functions in terms of the Congress is that 80% of these votes actually come in from UP. So, if you look at it, out of 9,400 odd votes that polled today, nearly 80% of them would have come in from Uttar Pradesh as well. So that aside, I doubt if Mr. Tharoor, at least now, will actually, make what he's felt all along, and he's been very vocal about it. If he'll reiterate it, there's a huge doubt. I think he's going to be very, very gracious about that. We're expecting a press conference here as well. But with what we were talking about also, Sneha, when it comes down to Mr. Kharge, the big question, even in the minds of the cadre race, there is a surge as such. We were speaking to some of the cadre, the Congress workers who'd come in, and we'll be quickly sending across those reactions as well, where a lot of them actually said that this is also, after years, he's only the 6th Congress president in Congress's 137-year-odd, history. So just the 6th president. So, and one can, clearly see what the messaging is right now to the Congress workers. They actually, even though many fear that he's going to be a status quoist in terms of go with the bidding of the Gandhis and not really be that man who's going to shake up a change as promised by Shashi Tharoor, many still feel that it's a big step forward. That even though he might be a status quoist, he's going to be still a lot more approachable than Miss Sonia Gandhi. I have to tell you all, this, that for someone who's recently, closely looking at the workings of the Congress party, even sometimes the top leadership of the Congress, and you can go to senior leaders, even they're clueless sometimes as to what is it that Miss Gandhi wants, because she's very, very inaccessible. So to have somebody like Mr. Kharge, who's been a mass people's leader, to be the party president, also will, has sent at least the message to the Congress workers. A lot of them have actually walked in from the headquarters with flowers and have been able to personally greet Mr. Kharge, which would have been a rarity in the form of a Gandhi being the party president. Mr. Kharge also had opened up the entire lawn of his house where I'm standing right now. A lunch was served to the entire cadre in celebration. Of course, all of that winding down right now. But I'll ask Mr. Ashok Banot, our senior camera person, to actually show you. So there seems to be an inclusivity about the decision that has been made. There seems to be hope that there is going to be change, and how strong, all of those who are flashing the victory sign have actually come in from Kalburgi, Karnataka, from which hails Mr. Kharge. His political history is extremely rich. The fact that, maybe not his want for change, to question status quo like Mr. Tharoor, or to push for internal party democracy, maybe his biggest calling card, even more than a mass leader and the kind of support that he has in Karnataka, would have fallen short of his biggest achievement here. And that achievement, yes, died in wool when it comes to allegiance to the Gandhis. One by one, that has seemed to have trumped and got him this position. But will he be that man which will push change in the Congress, which is much needed? At least the cadre is hopeful of that. As leaders continue to come in, Sneha, drums again beating in. We are expecting Mr. Gehlot as well. One person, and I'd like to point this out, would be very happy, Sneha, that Mr. Kharge has become the party president, would be Sachin Pilot. He was actually one of the first few who came in to meet and greet Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, because after, the election's done, now it will be, at least at the face of it, Mr. Kharge.
Just come back to you, Preeti, in a moment from now. We'll continue to talk about that. Meanwhile, we're getting to some defining moments of Mallikarjun Kharge taking charge as the new Congress president. Take a look. For the first time in the last 24 years, the Grand Old Party gets a non-Gandhi chief. Loyalist Kharge is the new Congress president, securing a landslide victory with almost 8,000 votes. Conceding defeat, Congress MP Shashi Tharoor congratulated Mallikarjun Kharge while wishing him success as the party president. Remember, Tharoor camp had earlier claimed that elections were rigged in Kharge's favour. Massive celebrations erupted after Kharge was declared the Congress president after securing nearly 8,000 votes over just 1,000 votes in Tharoor's favour. Congress cadre claimed this is a new era for the Grand Old Party. Amid Tharoor camp's allegation that party president polls are rigged in Kharge's favour, flex posters declaring Kharge as the Congress president were installed outside his personal residence hours before the poll results were declared. It's time for a quick break here. On the other side, Bilkis Banu rapist was booked for molestation while he was out on parole. We're getting more details of that story in just 2 minutes.
You are watching India Today.
News is about putting people first.
Just look at the queues right across.
about asking the right questions to those in power. Is money power being used to bring down elected governments? Who will be held accountable for ministerial corruption? It takes no sides.
माँ का दर्द एक दर्द कोई नहीं समझ सकता उस दर्द को.
It reveals, it heals.
Angry people came out on the streets.
Is this the kind of justice system we want in this country? News is all heart and no hatred.
बिल्किस बानो आज क्या कहना चाहेंगी आप?
हमारे साथ जो हुआ है किसी के साथ भी नहीं होना चाहिए.
Experience the news. With me, Rajdeep Sardesai, only on India Today.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com. Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Everyone's busy finding what's trending. You're busy finding out why. India Today, for those who research before reacting. Download the India Today app now.
You know,
एक लाख युवक जान गंवाते हैं हर साल लापरवाह ड्राइविंग के कारण.
Well, that's true. Speed junkies on souped-up motorcycles have been a recurrent menace in India. Country's expressways and roads are fast becoming the choicest stretches for bike stunts. Stunt biking on roads is now driven by likes on Facebook and Instagram. That's the hype. This is becoming one of the worst menace in India, which is costing lives. Road accident is one of the leading causes of death, disability and hospitalization of people worldwide in general and India in particular. Approximately 1.3 million people die each year as a result of road traffic crashes. As per World Health Organization data, at least 1 out of 10 people killed on roads across the world is from India. The cost of road accidents is borne not only by victims and their families, but by the economy as a whole in terms of untimely deaths, injuries, disabilities, and loss of potential income. During the year 2020, more than 360,000 road accidents were recorded, causing loss of around 130,000 lives. Road accidents take place mostly because of overspeeding, drunken driving, driving on wrong side, jumping red light, using mobile phones while driving, and bike stunts, among others. However, top 10 states in number of fatalities on national highways are Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Kerala, Maharashtra, Rajasthan and Bihar. This is in order as a report that was released by the authorities. Unfortunately, the worst affected age group in road accidents is 18 to 45 years, which accounts to at least about 70% of the total accidental deaths. So be careful and drive safe.
You are watching India Today.
Some news coming in. BJP Karnal Netas attend online satsang of rape convict Dera Chief Gurmeet Ram Rahim. Karnal Mayor Renu Bala Gupta, Deputy Mayor Naveen Kumar, Senior Deputy Mayor Rajesh Aghi not just attended the satsang but also invited the rape convict Gurmeet to visit Karnal. This is the third time this year that the Dera Chief is being granted parole. He has been granted parole for 40 days by the Manohar Lal Khattar government. Dera Chief claims to have a massive following in the state of Haryana. His parole comes at a time when the state is all set to witness Panchayat elections and a crucial by-poll in Adampur in Hisar.
मेयर रेणु बाला गुप्ता करनाल से अभी बात कर रहे हैं जी।
हाँ बेटा करवाइए।
धन धन सतगुरु तेरा ही आसरा।
आशीर्वाद बेटा, बहुत स्वागत बेटा जी।
पिताजी आपका आशीर्वाद बना रहे।
जी बेटा।
और पहले भी आप करनाल आए थे और स्वच्छता का जो संदेश आपने दिया था उससे करनाल आगे बढ़ा है और आगे भी आप आकर करनाल को आगे बढ़ाएं।
जी।
स्वच्छता का जो संदेश देंगे फिर से
हाँ
सबको आशीर्वाद दें।
जी बेटा, जी बेटा।
Kamaljeet Sandhu is getting asked more details on that story. Kamal, we can't forget that this is not a rape accused but a rape convict here. And he has been allowed parole. It does appear clearly for political reasons.
Well, what is really shocking is that Baba Gurmeet Ram Rahim, as he's called by his own followers, has been convicted for rape. He's been convicted for murder. And this at a time when he's out on parole, the BJP leaders are lining up online to take his blessings. So this is obviously elections on mind. And this is where a lot of people are now questioning the motive behind the parole itself. Though Haryana government is actually shying away from it, saying this is a matter of procedure. But remember, the last time Baba got a parole was at a time of Punjab elections. Even though there was no sway as such, as far as his followers are concerned. But this time again, in run-up to the Panchayat elections, and we know this is going to be happening in two phases. One is on October 30th. The second phase is 9th of November. There is also the crucial by-polls in Adampur. That is where there could be a sway. But a lot of question marks really coming in as to how BJP leaders are lining up, seeking Gurmeet Ram Rahim's blessing. And remember, he is not just an accused, as you're pointing out. He is very much a convict. And this is where the BJP leaders going and lining up, and obviously a lot of questions being raised as the timing of the parole and coming closer to Himachal elections also.
Kamal, the very fact that this is a man who's been convicted and when he was released from jail, there was a Dhol Nagada to welcome him. What is the opposition also saying about all of this, given that he's been a powerful figure for one and all in the state of Haryana and this region, isn't it?
Well, absolutely. The fact remains that the Baba does seem to have a sway of sorts. And that is why, even if there is some criticism, it's not going to be openly done. Because those on the other side will not want to annoy, for whatever reason, the followers itself. This is a matter of politics. This is a matter of elections. And this is where...
Be with us. I'm just coming back to you, Kamal. Raman Malik of the BJP is with us. Raman Malik, what is going on in the state of Haryana? We have leaders of the BJP attending his satsang, welcoming this man and asking, inviting him to join all of these people. He is a rape convict at the end of the day. Are we forgetting that?
I hope I would be permitted to answer whatever I have.
Yes.
Number one, let's not forget that there was another rape convict whose case was diluted. The victim's name was Sukanya Devi. We should not forget that. Having said that, attending a religious ceremony under the Constitution is a private affair. It is nothing which is related to politics or to governance. Every person who is an individual citizen of India in a secular nation has an authority to go and attend any samagam or satsang that he wants or do religious practices as he or she wants. Now, Once that should be made to understand by people today talking about this issue, they should not forget this particular fact.
Mr. Malik, one question to you, please, okay? Since you mentioned Sukanya Devi, let me also tell you that the Supreme Court of India has said that this case was fabricated. This is a case that has been dismissed by the apex court of the country. You are comparing Mr. Ram Rahim's case as opposed to a charge that Mr. Rahul Gandhi was facing years ago, which has been dismissed by the court. Here in this case, Ram Rahim is a convict. You have Karnal Netas of the BJP attending the satsang. The mayor, Renu Bala Gupta, Deputy Mayor Naveen Kumar. No, you're comparing apples and oranges. That's the reason I'm going to get Congress to answer.
No, I am not comparing apples to oranges.
You know, how are you saying
In a way,
this is...
okay,
one second.
Let me answer to this. Since you've raised a very pertinent point, let me answer to it. In my statement, I very categorically said a case that was diluted. The court is going to look into a matter which is adjudicated on the evidences presented. Now, whether right evidence is presented or not, that is again a debatable issue. That is one part of it. The second part of it is, which we must not forget, that this Baba was undergoing a trial and the courts were asking certain facts and figures to come from the state government, which did not come till 2014. Who got those facts and figures to the court? The BJP government. Who put him behind bars? Who took all the initiative? The BJP government.
Okay. Presuming for once, Mr. Malik, presuming for once, even if the court has given Mr. Rahul Gandhi a clean sheet in the Sukanya Devi rape case, presuming that he is guilty, I'm just presuming it for a second only, okay? Do two wrongs make one right, is my question to you. Is this man on parole? He's an accused, not an accused, he's a convict. He's been convicted in this rape case. You have BJP netas being seen with him. Is the Prime Minister going to be happy about it?
See, I am saying that two wrongs do not make a right. That has been ever sustained principle. But the problem with our laws is that our laws, the premise of our laws, every law, is two wrongs make a right. They have never been about justice. So let's not go into that far-fetching debate.
No, I want to ask you, forget the legality of this. You said at the outset that this is one man, he's on parole. While on parole, he can do what he wants as long as he obeys the courts. But my question to you is about the morality aspect of it, the ethical aspect of it, the optics of it. BJP leaders being seen with a rape convict.
Who wants to do the optics? You just understand certain basic
Top
facts.
leaders of the BJP are going to be happy with rape convict.
Shah Bano to Saira Bano, the optics was not there. Whether it is about going to the Shahi Imam and begging for vote, that option and that optics was not there. There are various other instances I can quote.
Okay.
But let's come to the prima facie, the issue that is there and what people are saying, or what the point is. There are a certain number of followers of this gentleman, and he and the other people who may be members of BJP or office bearers of BJP or post holders, they have gone in their individual capacity.
Okay. So what we can expect in Haryana, Mr. Malik,
not go into any religious practices.
Fair enough. As a political leader, my question to you is, as a political leader in an individual capacity, can you be seen in a satsang with a rape convict? That's a question that the BJP should answer. My question to you is this.
I cannot see. Can India Today tell what you are doing in your individual time? No.
Of course.
They are not responsible.
Of course. As a representative of the channel, we can't. Anyway, my question to you is this. Mr. Malik, no, Mr. Malik, please. Mr. Malik,
as per Constitution,
I have a question to you.
Can India Today tell you not to practice your religion?
I have a question to you. Will this man campaign for the BJP during the by-polls and during the panchayat elections? Because what is this otherwise then?
No,
he has supporters, you garner support.
An individual person. We are not asking for any support, nor we are asking for any thing from him. We are not asking any. We were the ones who got him behind bars. This government, Mr. Khattar's government, was the one who got him to justice. Now the fact remains that we
ironical situation. You say you got him behind bars, but you don't have a problem with your leaders. hanging out with Mr. Gurmeet Ram Rahim. Remember, viewers, this is he is a rape convict. He's not a rape accused, and that was Raman Malik of the BJP saying that this was in the individual capacity of the BJP netas was seen with him in that satsang. I'm thanking you, Mr. Malik, for joining us and sharing your views with us. More revelations continue to emerge over the release of Bilkis Bano rapist. Now, an affidavit exclusively accessed by India Today, it is evident the convicts may have been given a free run in prison. With all convicts enjoying over 2.5 years in parole or leave. Not just that, one of the convicts, Mitesh Bhatt, was also charged with molestation of a woman while he was out on parole. This in the year 2020. Now, at least 10 of the 11 convicts were out of jail for more than 1,000 days each, either on parole or on temporary leave. This comes after the Gujarat government had claimed that convicts were released for serving 14 years or more in prison, and on account of good behavior at that. But another shocking revelation has emerged, as this affidavit shows that out of the members in the jail advisory panel for the convicts release, 2 of the members were MLAs of the Gujarat, while the other 3 were social workers. This makes it 5 out of 10 members who are not jail officials on the board.
सुनवाई तो चलेगी, लेकिन जो एफिडेविट दिया गया है गुजरात सरकार की तरफ से, वो निश्चित रूप पर एक सवाल उठता है। उन्होंने कहा कि गृह मंत्रालय की इजाज़त के बाद ही ये सब हुआ है। इसका मतलब डायरेक्टली होम मिनिस्टर अमित शाह इसमें इन्वॉल्व है। ये पूरा केस इस बात को साबित करता है कि ये सब कुछ कम्युनल, मोटिवेटेड और पॉलिटिकली मोटिवेटेड है। इसमें न्याय अन्याय की कोई बात नहीं है।
Some news just coming in. Let's go straight to that. A murder accused in the Mose Ebala case who was on the run has now been arrested. Deepak Tinu had escaped police custody. The accused has now been arrested in Ajmer, is what we've been given to understand. Arvind Oja has more details on that story. Arvind, इस मामले के बारे में बताइए। ये accused पुलिस कस्टडी से फ्ली कर गया था और इसको लेके एक बहुत ही क्रिटिसिज्म भी, लापरवाही की भी बात की गई थी।
जी बिल्कुल, पंजाब पुलिस की और पंजाब सरकार को काफी क्रिटिसिज्म का सामना करना पड़ा था। दरअसल दीपक टीनू जो सिद्धू मूसावाला मर्डर केस में अक्यूज है और गैंगस्टर लॉरेंस बिश्नोई का एसोसिएट है, इसे जब पंजाब पुलिस कपूरथला जेल से प्रोडक्शन वारंट पर ला रही थी, उसी दौरान ये फरार हो गया था। जिसके बाद दिल्ली पुलिस स्पेशल सेल ने इसे राजस्थान के अजमेर से गिरफ्तार किया है और कुछ देर बाद दिल्ली पुलिस इस मामले में प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस भी करेगी। देखिए, दीपक टीनू जब फरार हुआ था पंजाब पुलिस की कस्टडी से, उसके बाद मानसा पुलिस के एक इंस्पेक्टर पर भी एक्शन हुआ था, उसके खिलाफ FIR दर्ज हुई थी, उसे अरेस्ट भी किया गया था। तो कहीं ना कहीं पंजाब पुलिस के एक इंस्पेक्टर के साथ मिली भगत करने के बाद दीपक टीनू कस्टडी से फरार हुआ था, लेकिन फाइनली दिल्ली पुलिस स्पेशल सेल ने इसे राजस्थान के अजमेर से अरेस्ट किया।
अरविंद ओझा, शुक्रिया हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए। The accused Deepak Tinu has now been arrested in Ajmer. He had fled from the police custody, and like you were saying, there was a great deal of criticism as far as the laxity of the police was concerned. With that, it's time for a quick break. Here on the other side, Mallikarjun Kharge becomes the new Congress president, receives close to 8,000 votes, while Shashi Tharoor manages just about 1,000 votes. Celebrations break out outside the Congress headquarters.
You are watching India Today.
Nayanthara and Vignesh made headlines after they announced the arrival of their twin baby boys through surrogacy. The Tamil Nadu government had then said that they will conduct an inquiry to check whether the couple violated surrogacy laws. Following the inquiry now, Nayanthara and Vignesh filed an affidavit and clarified that their marriage was registered 6 years ago and that they have welcomed twins via surrogate, who is her relative. They also added that they registered for surrogacy in December 2021, weeks before commercial surrogacy was banned in India. The couple tied the knot at a grand ceremony on June 9, 2022 in Mahabalipuram. The two also provided their marriage certificate as a proof. And 4 months after their marriage, newlyweds announced the birth of their twins.
என் தந்தை என்னை சோழ நாட்டிற்காக வாழேந்தும்படி ஆணையிட்டார். நான் சோழ நாட்டின் காவலன், சோழ மக்களின் வேலைக்காரன்.
Mani Ratnam's magnum opus Punniyin Selvan continues to rule the box office. Yes, the period drama has now emerged as the first ever Tamil film to gross over 200 crore rupees at Tamil Nadu box office. Punniyin Selvan Part 1 also surpassed Vikram to become the highest grossing regional language film in the state. Made on the budget of rupees 500 crores, Punniyin Selvan has also managed to earn 460 crore rupees worldwide as per the latest reports. The multi-starrer narrates the ancient tale of majestic Chola Empire and is based on the book of Kalki Krishnamurthy. It consists of a mega-star cast including Vikram, Karthi, Jayam Ravi, Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, Trisha, Sobita Dhulipala, among others.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices.
What languages are spoken at home? Tamil, Hindi, bit of Punjabi or not? Punjabi na. No Punjabi. And the language between you and Dharamji, language of love.
Language of love. Even today, touch wood. Even today, seeing them, it's like pure true love.
You did not teach him Tamil?
Little bit, yes.
He knows a few Tamil words?
Some thoda malum hai. All the men in our family end up knowing more Tamil than their own language. Even Bharat with Sindhi is not as good as he understands Tamil.
Presented by Only OLX Autos gives the best price for your car. Co-presented by Macho Hint, Fashion Bade Aaram Se. Powered by Ashirwad Shubh Chakki Aata. Raho Char Kadam Aage.
You are watching India Today.
Hello there, welcome to India Today. I'm Sneha Mordani. Let's tell you what the top stories at this hour are. Mallikarjun Kharge becomes the new Congress president, receives close to 8,000 votes. Shashi Tharoor manages just about 1,000. Celebrations break out outside the Congress headquarters. Haryana BJP netas attend rape convict Dera's chief's online satsang to seek blessings for panchayat elections. Gurmeet Ram Rahim is out on parole for the third time this year. Bilkis Banu rapist was booked for molestation while he was out on parole. India Today has learned that 11 convicts spent over 900 days out of jail. Big controversy in Telangana. Controversy over Hindu women being asked to remove their Mangal Sutra before appearing for state exams. Women wearing burqa were allowed in. Former Pakistan cricketer Shahid Afridi slams Jay Shah over his No Asia Cup in Pakistan remark. Pakistan both threatens to skip World Cup 2023 in India. China-Pakistan tango to shield terrorists exposed. Beijing puts India and America's proposal to list Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist as a global terrorist on hold. News coming in. Sonia Gandhi has met Mallikarjun Kharge at his residence. Congratulating Kharge, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is also present. Rahul Gandhi has tweeted congratulations to Mallikarjun Kharge ji on being elected as the president of the INC India, which is the Indian National Congress's Twitter handle. The Congress president represents a democratic vision of the country. His vast experience and ideological commitment will serve the party well as he takes on this historic responsibility. Supriya Bharadwaj, tracking that big story, is joining us from Mallikarjun Kharge's residence as we speak. Supriya, where Mrs. Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra are with him right now. This is a courtesy meeting that's happening. What more can you tell us?
Well, Sneha, we are at 10 Rajaji Marg, the residence of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, and there you see the car and the Congress workers as well as the leaders who are present. That car is that of the Congress's outgoing president, Ms. Sonia Gandhi. She has just met Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. There is Dol Nagara and the drums are being beaten up. At the same time, also along with Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, his family members were also present when both Mrs. Sonia Gandhi and Congress Party's General Secretary, Ms. Priyanka Gandhi, met him at this very place. You can see as to how the firecrackers are being bursted over here, and I would like to show you as to how the scene at ground zero is. Well, it is really a long journey of nearly more than 2 decades, and now you can see the shots of Congress's outgoing president, Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, who's leaving from 10 Rajaji Marg along with Priyanka Gandhi. Both came here around 3 o'clock, and more than 1 hour they stayed here, interacted with the family members. There were other senior leaders also present, but right now they are leaving from here. This is the scene we are showing from ground zero. Mrs. Gandhi along with Priyanka Gandhi is leaving, and this is, you can see as to how the celebration is. The new boards are coming. It has been placed over here. Sorry, I beg your pardon. You can see as to how in the cavalcade, Congress's former president Sonia Gandhi is leaving from the residence of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. We'd like to show you the shots over here. That entire cavalcade has not been able to move ahead because there are a lot of people who are present here. Mrs. Sonia Gandhi and Ms. Priyanka Gandhi are present in this very car. We are showing our viewers. Rahul Gandhi, on the other hand, has tweeted at the moment and has congratulated Mr. Kharge. I'll ask Nasir to keep showing you the scenes from ground zero over here. And he congratulated Mr. Kharge. Mr. Rahul Gandhi even tweeted that Congress president represents a democratic vision of India. His vast experience and ideological commitment will serve the party well. So here you can see that Congress is president, Ms. Sonia Gandhi, along with them Priyanka Gandhi are present here. This cavalcade is now leaving from Mr. Kharge's residence. There were other senior leaders also present, and now you can see that the car is moving ahead from the residence of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, and Congress's outgoing president, Ms. Sonia Gandhi, nearly after 2 decades, she stepped down. When we asked her last time, she had said very categorically that this was the moment she had been waiting for from a very long time. And now, from the residence of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, Mrs. Gandhi is leaving. Along with her is Priyanka Gandhi, and both of them are leaving from here. This is the car which we are showing. The cavalcade is now leaving from the residence of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. So, Sneha, technically, as Congress party leaders have been telling us, this is just the transition which has taken place in the party. Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge is the new Congress president-elect, and this is the cavalcade of Mrs. Sonia Gandhi and Ms. Priyanka Gandhi, who are leaving from the residence of Mr. Kharge. At the same time, Mr. Rahul Gandhi today has tweeted just now congratulating Mr. Kharge, and at the same time also putting forward that whosoever is the Congress president is the ultimate supreme authority of the party.
Be with us, Supriya. I'm coming back to you in a few moments from now. We'll talk about that, and also there's a press conference that's supposed to be held. Let's go straight to Ashok Gehlot.
मौका मिला काम करने का अगर काम होगा इधर राहुल गांधी यात्रा चल रही है शानदार प्यार मोहब्बत का संदेश दे रहे हो देशवासियों को प्यार दे रहे हो मोहब्बत से रहो, सद्भावना से रहो, कोई इंसान नहीं हो। ऐसे माहौल में देश चल रहा है, चुनौती स्वीकार की, कारवा चल पड़ा है, इधर माहौल देखो चुनाव का। खड़गे जी के नेतृत्व में आप देखेंगे आने वाले वक्त में कांग्रेस मजबूत होगी। सोनिया जी का राहुल जी को पूरा समर्थन को साथ है।
सोनिया जी आई यहाँ पर, मुलाकात हुई खड़गे साहब से, आप भी थे क्या?
अच्छी मुलाकात हुई, अंतरंग बातें हुई है आपस के अंदर। सोनिया जी बहुत रिलैक्स थी, ये उन्होंने महसूस किया। सोनिया जी ने कहा था कि मुझे इसी दिन का इंतजार था।
आज क्या बोला?
वो दिन आ गया।
आज क्या बोला?
मैडम ने कहा था कि मुझे इसी दिन का इंतजार रहेगा। बहुत रिलैक्स थी मैडम, बहुत ही खुश थी, क्योंकि बहुत पहले उन्होंने कह दिया था मुझे इस दिन का इंतजार रहेगा।
क्या राजस्थान को लेकर के भी आपकी खड़गे जी से कोई बात हुई? आप भी मिले उनसे?
अरे अभी तो शुरुआत हुई है, कई बातें होगी, मिलकर काम करेंगे।
आपको इस दिन का
इंतजार था? मैडम को इंतजार था, मैडम का आज दिन आ गया, वो बहुत खुश है। ना सिक्वे ना गिले हैं, पूरे देश में कांग्रेस एकजुट है और सब मिलके आगे आने वाली चुनौतियां हैं फासिस्टी लोगों की, जो धज्जियां उड़ा रहे संविधान की, लोकतंत्र खतरे में है, उसका मुकाबला सब मिलके करेंगे। और जो बार बार मोदी जी कहते हैं ना कांग्रेस मुक्त भारत की बात करते थे, अब उनकी बोलती बंद हो जाएगी, मेरा निवेदन है।
Heard from Ashok Gehlot, the man who almost became the Congress president, but unusual turn of events there, which saw Mr. Kharge then step in and contest for the elections. His contender, Shashi Tharoor, has lost, received about 1,075 votes, and Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge almost close to 8,000 votes. Mallikarjun Kharge is the new Congress chief. The party has finally chosen its new president. He is the first non-Gandhi president in 24 years. Kharge won a landslide victory of nearly 8,000 votes. Tharoor got over 1,000 votes in his favour. After conceding his defeat, Congress MP Shashi Tharoor congratulated his colleague Kharge, wishing him success. Celebrations erupted outside the Congress headquarters after this news was announced. In fact, after the news of Kharge being the new party chief broke out actually. Rahul Gandhi said he'll report to Kharge now, but many Congress netas say Rahul will continue to remain the face.
4 बजे 4 to 4:30 के बीच में मैं प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करके बोलूंगा मैं आपको सबको।
There's a new president that's going to be elected this evening. What will your role be in the party?
That's for the new president to decide.
So will you be reporting to the new president?
Obviously. The Congress president is the supreme authority in the Congress party. And every Congress member reports to that person.
I'm on my way to congratulate our new president. Let me go and meet him and then we'll talk. Come, thank you. Thanks. I'm going to Mr. Kharge's place.
Pictures of Priyanka Gandhi meeting Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge at his residence along with his family members. His son Priyanka Kharge is also there along with his wife. And Sonia Gandhi, the outgoing interim Congress president. For the first time in 24 years, a non-Gandhi is going to be at the helm of affairs. Here's what top party leaders have had to say.
तो कांग्रेस के लिए महत्वपूर्ण है और ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल जो बदलाव लोग चाह रहे हैं, जो उदयपुर डिक्लेरेशन के, वो साहब ने ऑलरेडी उनके अपील में ऑलरेडी हाईलाइट किया है कि क्या क्या करेंगे आगे। अभी तो इलेक्शन हुआ है, 1-2 दिन में बैठ के सब सीनियर से कंसल्ट करके व्हाट शुड बी द फर्स्ट स्टेप टुवर्ड्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल चेंज, वो डिसाइड करेंगे सब मिलके।
लोकतंत्र में इससे बेहतर उदाहरण नहीं हो सकता जब आंतरिक डेमोक्रेसी को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए कांग्रेस पार्टी ने बड़ा व्यापक चुनाव कराया। लगभग 90% वोट खड़गे साहब को मिला। ये लोकतंत्र की जीत है, ये देशवासियों के लिए और कांग्रेस पार्टी की जीत है। मैंने खड़गे साहब को भी मुबारकबाद दिया है, शुभकामनाएं दी हैं। एक बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी और चुनौती उनके ऊपर आज आई है। कांग्रेस के अंदर और ताकत आई है, कांग्रेस और एकजुट हुई है और सब लोग मिलकर इनके नेतृत्व में काम करेंगे। मुझे पूरा भरोसा है खड़गे साहब का जो व्यापक अनुभव है उसका लाभ पार्टी को मिलेगा।
Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge will have a senior most experienced person who's handled various positions, who's held positions in the state and at the center, who has grown from the bottom to the top. He hails from a very poor background, from a very simple family, a Dalit family, and today he's reached the pinnacle in the Congress party, an historic position of the Congress party president. I think with his leadership, I'm sure that there'll be good days ahead for the party.
राहुल गांधी जो कि भारत जोड़ो यात्रा लेके निकले हैं, बहुत सारे लोग कह रहे हैं कि फेस ऑफ द पार्टी तो वही रहेंगे।
इसमें क्या शक है? देखिए, राहुल गांधी या गांधी परिवार, इसका जो योगदान है देश के लिए और कांग्रेस के लिए, उससे कोई भी इनकार नहीं कर सकता है। और हमें विश्वास है कि राहुल जी ने भी इस बात को कई बार दोहराया है कि भले ही हम कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष नहीं रहे, भले ही हम कोई पद पर न रहे, लेकिन एक कांग्रेस कार्यकर्ता के रूप में कांग्रेस की हम सेवा करते रहेंगे और कांग्रेस जैसे चाहे हमारा उपयोग कर सकती है।
जैसा उनका क्लेम था वो जीत रहे हैं, युवा परिवर्तन और ये सब सारी बातें खत्म हो गई। इसे लैंडस्लाइड विक्ट्री कहते हैं।
We had expected this kind of a victory because while in the campaigning it was very clear that people wanted to choose experience, but both the candidates fought very well. Both are able candidates, both are our senior leaders, both had a friendly fight. There was no maligning of each other. Both stood for the vision of the Congress party. Both stood for the ideology of the Congress party.
एक ऐतिहासिक क्षण है। कांग्रेस पार्टी के अध्यक्ष पद का चुनाव पूरे देश में बहुत ही डेमोक्रेटिक तरीके से संपन्न हुआ। आज नतीजे आए और कांग्रेस पार्टी के एक बहुत ही सीनियर और अनुभवी नेता श्री मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे साहब लगभग 89% वोट लेकर के विजयी घोषित हुए हैं। कांग्रेस के अंदर एक बहुत सुंदर एक जनतांत्रिक प्रक्रिया की मिसाल हम लोगों ने पेश की है।
As per the Article 18D of the Constitution of Indian National Congress, I, Madhusudan Mistry, hereby declare Sri Mallikarjun Kharge elected as the President of Indian National Congress.
Definitely, he is a very senior leader of Karnataka who has a record of 50 years of legislative experience. He has a record of 50 years of legislative experience and the most loyal party leader. He is a leader with big loyalty. So his loyalty has paid him royalty. How can there be a mass practice? How can there be a mass practice? So such a transparent election has been conducted. There is no mass practice. See, whatever the allegation Mr. Shashi Tharoor is making is not right. It is a democratic setup has been done. For the first time, a senior leader with big experience has been done. We all are welcoming him. We hope that the Congress party will take her much more stronger.
Going straight to the Prime Minister who was speaking in Junagadh. Let's get you more details on that.
એક વર્ષ દુકાળ નથી પડ્યો પહેલા, એક વર્ષ દુકાળ. આને આશીર્વાદ ના કહે તો શું કહેવાય પેલા? એક તરફ આપના આશીર્વાદ, બીજી તરફ કુદરતના આશીર્વાદ અને એના કારણે વિકાસની ભેખ લઈને જીવન જોતરી દેવાનો આનંદ આવતો હોય છે. એક જમાનો હતો માં નર્મદાના દર્શન કરવા માટે સ્પેશિયલ બસો કરીને લોકો જતા હતા, પુણ્ય મેળવવા માટે. સમય પલટાણો, મહેનતના ફળ મીઠા અને માં નર્મદા આજે સૌરાષ્ટ્રના ગામડે ગામડે માં નર્મદા પોતે આશીર્વાદ આપવા આવી રહી છે. ભાઈ પાણી પહોંચ્યા સડકો સારી થવા માંડી. ફળ અને શાકભાજી ઉગાડનારા કિસાનો એમનું જીવન બદલાઈ ગયું ભાઈઓ. આજે જુનાગઢ મારા એના ખેડૂતોને ખાસ આભાર માનવો છે. મને હમણાં જ મારા ગવર્નર સાહેબ આચાર્ય દેવવ્રતજી કહેતા હતા કે સાહેબ જુનાગઢના કિસાનોએ પ્રાકૃતિક ખેતીનો ઉપાડો એવો લીધો છે, નેચરલ